Steelers of the Carolinas. Friday night rivals presented by Talk It Out NC. And tonight, we climb to the peak of good living for a matchup between a couple of teams looking to jumpstart the year. Holly Springs, Apex Friendship. Hi, everybody. Patrick Johnson, ECU football alum Jason Halter. Welcome in. It's great to have you with us. When you look at these two teams, both are trying to get going after slow starts. Apex Friendship, what do they have to do to win 3 in a row, Sonny?
Well, this is a rivalry game, so it's going to bring out the best of both sides. For Apex Friendship, they've got to have balance on the offensive end and keep Holly Springs, kind of on their heels. And for Holly Springs, they need to come out here today, create some turnovers, and then get the offense going.
It's a young Holly Springs team that relies on their defense.
Yeah, they do, and they've got some great players on that side. Some younger players are really getting a lot better. But again, for them, they've got to find a way to stop this run.
All right, let's take a look at our players to watch. Jay, you have somebody from that Golden Hawks defense, Chase Christopher.
Yeah, he's an outstanding linebacker, the leader of the defense, and what he's able to do is run sideline to sideline, use his speed, but he's the quarterback on the defensive side, getting everybody lined up and creating havoc. Now, on the other side, for Apex Friendship, Ashton Locklear has been great from his wide receiver position. He's going to command some double teams here tonight. He's got a college offer from Marshall. He's really good at running routes over the middle. He's got good deep end speed as well, so he's a big play weapon for this offense.
Here are tonight's keys to the game.
For Holly Springs, they've got to establish the running game. They need to be able to win up front and then getting off the field on third down. They've got to do a good job getting pressure. Now, for Apex Friendship, picking up the pressure. They feel like they're going to face the blitz tonight. Their offensive line has to stand strong, and then keeping the defense off balance, mixing up their play calls.
With more on the Patriots offense, the third member of our broadcast team, Marilyn Payne.
Adam Sanders' Patriots offense is multiple and adaptable. Tonight, those two characteristics will be put to the true test. Sanders' wide receivers spent the last week reworking and adapting their roles and their responsibilities following a tough injury to a key pass catcher last Friday. While this offense managed to overcome the immediate impact and pick up a big conference win last week, tonight will be more pressure in multiple ways. It's homecoming and a rivalry game, and Robert Firth's team brings the pressure on defense. The way that Sanders' crew is able to adapt will determine the outcome here tonight. Stay with us on Friday Night Rivals. Kickoff is on the other side of the break.
And for the table. Enjoy.
Get it! Peanut butters! You can do it. Come on. These days, a lot of things seem to be getting smaller, so we're going bigger. Bigger Spin. New scratch-offs with even bigger prizes, like a chance at a live spin of the Bigger Spin wheel for $2 million. That's not just bigger, that's huge.
Imagine being connected to and securing your entire home with a simple touch or command of your voice. Or detect an intruder before they get in. The technology connected to your home can do more than just alert you, because the most experienced team in smart security has got your back.
CPI Security. Identify yourself.
Get 40% off CPI's Essentials Plus Smart Security System and a Video Doorbell Pro free. CPI, the leader in smart home security.
We do know that COVID is a very inflammatory disease. We know that there's some inflammation that you will experience from the shot as your body builds immunity after the vaccine, but the level of inflammation that most people get, including children, from COVID is much, much greater than the shot itself.
The vaccines are much better for you than actually catching a case of COVID.
Everyone from teens to seniors can get a COVID-19 vaccine. Visit myspot.nc.gov. Sponsored by NCDHHS.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
A lovely 67-degree evening in Apex, Holly Springs Apex Friendship. Thank you to the United States Marine Corps for today's coin toss. The few, the proud, the Marines. Contact your local recruiter today. Fans are ready to go here on homecoming. Great environment for high school football tonight.
And this is what's best about high school athletics is the rivalry, the fans coming out here and supporting your team. And I'll tell you, if you're a player out on the field, this is a game that you're looking forward to playing and one you'll always remember.
These two teams have split their last two meetings. And Holly Springs will be receiving the kick first. There's been a little bit of a kicking competition this week for Apex Friendship. They've worked out as many as 3 different kickers in this game. And they've got Brock Willis, their quarterback. The players back to receive along with Addison Carlson. Here's the open door kickoff. Open door, the new way to sell your home. It's down at the 20-yard line, and that's where we will start things for Holly Springs. Jay, it has been a tough year for the Golden Hawks offensively.
Well, and they're just trying to find some chemistry on that side of the ball, and they have a lot of talent, just a lot of young players, especially on the offensive line. So here tonight, they're hoping they can find some consistency and some balance.
They have a great quarterback, though, with Brock Wills.
Yeah, and Wills has been a star for this team. He's a leader, and he's the guy that kind of everybody looks towards him to get this offense going.
So it'll be down at their own 20-yard line. Wills, who last year passed for 61 yards in the spring meeting against Apex Friendship, will open up at quarterback. Will Paquette is beside him, but he'll go to the air. No, actually he'll tuck and go on his first snap. And this is something that he can do with a great deal of effectiveness. And he carries the football out for a really good gain. It'll bring up second down. Here are tonight's Talk It Out NC starting lineups. We told you about Wills and Paquette. Look at that receiving core. They're having to kind of put it together as they go along. And up front, you mentioned it, Jay. This is an offensive line that is very, very youthful. It does say left tackle, right guard on there, but they play that quick short side, so you'll see the offensive linemen moving around a lot tonight. And Paquette gets it on second and short. Should have a first down. This is the Apex Friendship defense for the Patriots. It is a group that last week in their win limited the opposition to just 183 yards of total offense. Coley, good look at him up front. That was a Hall Insurance Group first down, providing quality insurance products to our senior community. From the 30. A good carry by Will Paquette. Came in with less than 50 yards rushing on the year. And it'll bring up second and manageable. He picked up 4.
Well, I like how Holly Springs is coming out running the football here. 2 runs, and then you have Wills, a drop back pass, doing damage with his legs, but keeping things on the ground so far to start this game.
Kwame Dixon calls their plays. He's coached collegiately and across the Triangle region for a number of years. It's an offense that is averaging just under 18 points a game, and right on the money with that delivery is the senior Wills. He completes 57% of his passes. That time he spotted their go-to guy, Addison Carlson.
The Patriots disguised their coverage here, corner blitz, and Wills, the veteran player that he is, recognized it, stayed strong in the pocket. A good throw over the middle.
12-yard gain, another Hall Insurance Group first down, and so far, a very balanced attack for the Golden Hawks, who come in 1-3, 0-1 in the Southwest Wake Conference. Slamming the brakes on and then making a nifty move. That's Chase Christopher. You highlighted him for his defensive exploits when he can play a little offense, and he scampers and moves the chains.
Look at this awareness right here. Thought he was going to get to the outside, and then with the cut inside, just the elusiveness, and that's what makes him so good on the offensive side. I'm really excited to watch him tonight on the defensive side, but he goes both ways. Great condition athlete for his team.
Hall Insurance Group first down. It is homecoming here at Apex Friendship. They're in the dark blue jerseys and the bright red pants. Holly Springs has the football on the game's first drive, and it's Christopher again picking his way through. That time he was wrapped up. Nice job to get to him there from the strong safety spot from Johnny Brown. Still, he got 4 yards.
And they're doing a really good job on first down, just moving the chains forward, falling forward, and making it manageable on 2nd and 3rd down. And this offense coming out here, trying to make a statement, being physical up at the point of attack along the offensive line.
So it'll be 2nd and 7 as we're 3 minutes gone by. It's an Apex Friendship defense that's allowed just 123 yards per game on the ground, and this time through the air they go. Touchdown. Delarada with the reception, his first scoring reception of the year. Touchdown for Wake Tech. It's the 6th that Wills has tossed this season.
Well, here's Drake Delarada right here. It's a corner route, only a sophomore, busted coverage in the secondary. And look at him, he made that look easy. That's such a tough ball to catch over your shoulder. And Wills throws it perfectly away from the defender in stride. And what a start for this offense coming out here, doing it on the ground, and then taking the shot over the top.
He had 150 yards, did Wills last week. And after the Wake Tech touchdown, the extra point is good. Lead the way at Wake Tech. 8:47 to go, opening quarter. An impressive opening drive for Holly Springs. Friday night rivals from Apex.
We all wear multiple hats. A different hat for every job. At Wake Tech, we have multiple hats too. From welding, to construction management, to baking, to public safety. Wake Tech can help you determine which hat fits you best. Visit Wake Tech online or in person and try one on for size. Wake Tech. Success starts here.
This is a little town called Basic. That's where the townspeople buy their basic cars. And that's a 2021 Nissan Sentra. It comes with standard Apple CarPlay and more standard horsepower and safety features than a Toyota Corolla. Looks like basic is never going to be the same. Oh, no. The 2021 Nissan Sentra. Anything but basic.
Get a low $209 per month lease on Sentra, or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models.
Down a score at homecoming. Patriots will get their hands on the football. Honda Dealers of the Carolinas Friday night rivals presented by Talk It Out NC. Patrick Johnson, Jason Holder, Marilyn Payne, our entire crew. As we get ready for another open door kickoff. A new way to sell your home, Open Door. This will be Peyton Sowers kicking it off for Holly Springs. Good leg from Sowers. It'll bounce on the run from the 2. Apex Friendship on the return. A hole across midfield. Headed for the promised land. Colin Cleary. And he'll get tripped up at the last instant inside the 5. Waldron, a touchdown saving tackle. That brings the student section to life.
Here it is, a middle return. Clearly just following his blockers right up the middle, and then no one coming over to make a play. And then here's the speed, and watch the power here just to run through this. And what a start here to regain some of that momentum here with an excellent job in the 3rd phase of the ballgame in special teams.
So from the Holly Springs 4, what an opportunity here for Dustin Veach in this offense. And there's a good look at Colin Cleary. Jay, the last 2 games, he has over 350 yards receiving. Are they going to throw his way this time? No, instead they go to Locklear, and Locklear is going to be brought down at the 1. Wow. Quick look at the offense. Dustin Veach. Now they lost a really key receiver, a sophomore, Cam Cornwaith. But they have other guys like Locklear and Cleary that they hope will step up.
Yeah, and really good wide receiver depth outside with those 2. And we'll see here just a quick little pass to the outside. And does he get in?
And he was down, it looked like. Close, though, wasn't it?
Very close.
From the 1, little wildcat look with Hicks. And Hicks, did he fumble the football? Are they going to say he's down? The defense was there. A really nice job to make a tackle in the open field by Christopher. But I think Hicks was down.
Yeah, it looks like the ground caused the fumble. We'll see here. Is his knee down? Comes down.
Yep.
Yep. They're going to regain possession here. That ball came out as soon as it hit the ground.
Christopher and this defense trying to make a stand here. Who else do you like in this unit, Jay?
Well,
talk it out and see.
The guys up front, it's a 3-4 defense. That's where this game, has to be dominated, is up front with King, Collum, and Thomas.
Their back end has been very good. It is a little bit of a youthful front, and they have had some growing pains this season.
Yeah, and the biggest thing for them is continue improving, get better. They've had a tough schedule, but these young guys are really coming on strong.
So a chop block was called. It'll back him up to the 16. And it will be second down and goal from the 16-yard line. Pistol look for Veach. Pressure as he unloads it. And this is one of the youngsters they're looking to fill Hornwaith's shoes. It's Dylan Nicholas, the senior, a glue guy on this team. They run him at the tight end or halfback. And he does a good job to pick up positive yardage here.
He's physical in the run game, and here getting involved in the passing attack, you can see the athleticism. And I think he's going to have a big part in tonight's ball game. There you see the ability of Veach to throw on the run. He's a very athletic quarterback.
Gain of 9 after the big return took it on the kickoff from the 2 down to the 1. The throw, and it'll be a touchdown. They work it to Ashton Locklear. His 21st catch of the year. His 3rd touchdown. And for Dustin Veach, who comes in with over 1,000 yards, he tosses his 8th score for Wake Tech. Lead the way at Wake Tech. So both quarterbacks with touchdown passes early.
Look at the accuracy here. A little rub route with clearly going to the outside, kind of picking the defender. And then there, Locklear coming across with those great hands, just plucking the ball out. And here it looks like they're going to go for 2.
They have had trouble kicking the football. So this is an interesting call here. Veach trying to shovel pass. Intended for Nicholas. And they blew it up. Jay, if they cannot kick the football in this game, that could be real interesting. You don't want to chase points early.
And here with this shovel pass, look at the defenders here. They were not faked out this ball going to Nicholas, but they were perfectly aligned to stop that play. The kicking game will be a huge factor.
Well, the United States Marine Corps, every week, as we showed you at the offset of the telecast, they sponsor our coin toss. And our Marilyn Payne had an opportunity to catch up with one of the recruiters from the United States Marine Corps. Marilyn?
I have Sergeant Bendorf here with me from the United States Marine Corps. Thanks so much for joining us on Friday Night Rivals. My first question for you, why is it so important for the Marines to be involved with us on FNR?
It's important for us to be here to be out and support our local communities.
So for the community members who are potentially interested in learning about the Marine Corps and the ways that you are involved in both the communities and young people's lives, where can they go to contact you or learn information about what you do in the community?
So you can go to Facebook or Instagram, look up Marines Recruiting Carry, so on and so forth, or go to marines.com/4NCDRAL.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time and your support of us on Friday Night Rivals. Sergeant Ben Dorn with the Marine Corps here locally.
All right, thank you, Marilyn, and thanks to the United States Marine Corps. All right, here is the kick. Griffin Gentile will be delivering it here. Connor Josephson, easy for me to say. Jalen Ruffin and then Gentile, they're all in the mix. Open door kickoff about to come here. That is a good look at Addison Carlson. We expect big things out of him tonight. The new way to sell your home, Open Door. Short kick from the 23-yard line, and getting bopped out of bounds there for Holly Springs was Braden Stone. He's another player that Holly Springs and their head coach Robert Firth is looking to step up. There's a look at the sidelines. Coach Firth, 7th year as the head coach, 37-29. He's 3-2 all time against Apex Friendship. Jay, this is a rivalry in a lot of ways more than Apex and Apex Friendship.
It really is, and You can tell a rivalry by the intensity and the fan support. And we were here a couple hours before the ball game. Fans were already out, getting in the seats early. One of the best atmospheres we've been at all season long.
The dual threat quarterback Wills. And we have some movement up front. Who will it go against? Going to be encroachment on the Patriots. So that'll move it up 5. Advance it to the 33, and with the way that offense looked, here's a good look at a little bit of a beside himself Adam Sanders. He's the Apex Friendship coach who's done such a marvelous job. They've been to the playoffs back-to-back years. Wills runs by one defender, spins away from another, but he held on just enough to bring him down. Still positive yardage on first down and short. That was Donnie Williams. Came in with 19 tackles. He's one of the leaders on the defense. And Williams, a middle school quarterback, that time tackling the quarterback for Holly Springs.
See that frame on him, his long arms, really good looking prospect coming out of the defensive back position.
He's played on this roster, varsity roster, since he was a freshman. Throwing on second down. Nice delivery, but knocked away, and a late marker comes in. Intended for Stone. Defensively, it looked like that Ty Cosrod was involved, and then the penalty marker came in. Our referee tonight, Sean Delaney. So the PI will bring up a fresh set of downs. Sonny, what'd you think? Let that one go, or?
Well, it looked like it was pretty good coverage out there, and then we'll see here as Williams comes across. That left hand looked like it was hooked. We'll see around the hip. I think that's a good call right there.
So the football advanced to just shy of midfield.
A couple penalties here on this drive so far, so we'll see if Holly Springs can take advantage of it.
They come in averaging just 245 yards on the ground, or rather of total offense this year. They've lost a couple of 2,000-yard rushers over the last 2 years, so trying to rebuild this offense, but they've had a great deal of success. They go on the ground with Paquette. Paquette got smacked there. Brown again on the stop. They come in, Jay, averaging less than 90 yards per game on the ground, so they're trying to establish something here tonight.
And this is a sign of a good defense, is how physical you play and how hard you play. Look, 3 Patriots coming over on that tackle. This is a physical bunch, and we'll see these guys flying around, but they're playing so hard. And as a defender, that's your number one job, is to play hard and be physical, and this team has really improved on this side of the ball.
Bullock was there initially. Apex Friendship, a big kickoff return. They went for 2, and now a sack back to the 40-yard line. Second sack of the year for Caden Thomas, the defensive end. It's a defense for Apex Friendship with just 1 returning starter and just 2 seniors. That time a really nice job to blow by Logan Rourke.
Well, there you see the power. Just pushed him inside and then used that frame. 6'5", 247. And the leverage to get underneath the pad level to get in the backfield.
And one of those 2 seniors on that side of the ball. 3rd and long. Last week they were 4 of 15 on 3rd down. And they will convert here. A beautiful strike thrown by the baseball prospect. And he spots his receiver, Braden Stone. He makes his 12th reception to Stone of the season. He'll go over the century mark on the year in receiving yards, as the football will land and be spotted down in Apex Friendship territory. Look at that throw.
A nice protection up front. Thomas had the sack on the previous play. There he got double teamed. Perfect job of Stone just sitting in the coverage. And an accurate throw for the first down.
Big gain of 22 yards for the Hall Insurance Group. First down, providing quality insurance products to our senior community. Little option. Wills sliding through a crease. He'll navigate his way inside the 30 down to about the 28-yard line.
He's so good with his legs. I mean, coming in, and we knew he was a dual threat quarterback, but look at his ability. Run pass option here, just waiting for his blocks to set up, and then finds the crease. So tough to bring down.
We're 4-4 in the spring. These two have played a lot of meaningful games, according to Coach Firth. You know, it's interesting, Jay, their offense has really struggled, but it's looked really good here tonight. I mean, it's truly been balanced.
Well, and sometimes really good competition brings out the best in you. And it looks like this offense is playing with a purpose. And, you know, we've kind of heard about the struggles and putting everything together, but so far here tonight, looks like really good communication up front. And they're finding ways to kind of keep this defense off balance and pick their spots in the running and the passing attack.
Nice job to fill the hole there. Bullock and Cosrud, the Mike and Will linebacker, respectively. But it was enough of a push to get another Hall Insurance Group first down and a gain of 2 to the 26. So they're just moving the chains. This will be the 8th play of the drive. Brock Wills, the senior, peering over towards his sideline. And we're going to have a timeout called by Holly Springs. The conference champs from 2019. Fresh set of downs for them when we return. Friday Night Rivals.
We develop quality citizens who keep our core, our country, and our communities side by side on the winning side. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at Marines.com.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
Jay, on third down tonight, Holly Springs, who was about 36% on the year coming in through 4 games, has been pretty good.
Yeah, way above their average. They're finding ways to execute, especially in the passing game. The zone coverage from the Patriots, the wide receivers are finding the soft spots in the zone. Right now, Wills is on fire.
He has a 1st and 10 and a clean pocket, and that one's off the hands of the receiver. Good show of sportsmanship there between the two combatants, Williams and Stone. Stone would like to have that one back, I bet.
That was a nice route by Stone. Kind of cut towards the inside to create the separation, but you're right. That was a pretty good throw.
One of the hardest workers on this team is the quarterback, Wills. There was a look at Stone. Pistol look. Busted play. Nowhere for Wills to go. He'll lose yardage. Third down coming up.
Well, the defense guessed right. They brought the blitz. Here comes the house. Look at all the defenders in the box. Nowhere to go. And you see how hard this defense is playing. 3-4 defenders coming over on the tackle.
Nice job by those linebackers to get through. Couple receivers to either side. Christopher in to be a blocker. Wills cuts it outside. Nice move. Wills down at the 10. A first down run. 19 yards. And that'll put him inside the CPI red zone with that Hall Insurance Group first down.
These moves by Wills. I mean, look at this. Only a 3-man rush. Patriots dropping into coverage, and then this is him just going to work. Look at that athleticism, and then the ability to finish off the run to finish that play and pick up the first. It's 3rd and 13. First and second down didn't go their way, and there to come through is huge.
CPI protecting the Southeast for more than 25 years. First and goal inside the 10. Christopher. You're not going to get away from Alex Okoye once he gets his hands on you. He played some in the spring as a freshman. And Okoye with some help from Bullock there on the stop. Loss of 1.
See this defensive line of Okoye kind of just break through again. The point of attack, the low man always wins. Right there, the defensive line staying low and getting in the backfield.
Even Okoye, once he lost the jersey, he immediately wrapped up the legs. It's a big, big boy right there, Jay. Powerful young man. Here's the throw inside of a minute near the goal line, incomplete. Wanted Carlson, threw into double coverage, stops the clock with 51.
And Okoye's only a sophomore, so a young player in this program, especially on the defensive line, to have a guy that's talented with the power he has, he's only going to get stronger and bigger. So he's the guy that's going to be a force for the next couple of years.
Jay, their ability tonight to convert on this down, particularly in this drive, has been really sterling.
They've just had a knack for it. And Wills, we'll see here if he gets out of the pocket to use his legs with the run-pass combination, but that's where this offense has been at its best.
End zone, caught, touchdown! They went back to Carlson. Second scoring strike of the night for the UNCW baseball commit.
You've got to have confidence. You've got to have accuracy and the arm strength to make this throw. And Wills just threaded the needle. Look at this right here. Plenty of protection up front. Look at the defenders all in there, jumping across. A beautiful throw, just sitting in the zone coverage for the touchdown.
That's a Wake Tech touchdown. Lead the way at Wake Tech. Kick is true. A 13-play drive, and they marched it 67 yards.
Carlson, such a good route runner there. Again, we talked about sitting in the zone coverage, just finding the spot in the zone and presenting your numbers towards Wills. He came back to that football. Good job helping out your quarterback and finding the open area and having trust that he's going to get it there. And this offense right now is rolling.
So, Jay, 67 yards, as I mentioned, the 13 plays, but that drive consumed over 6 minutes.
They're doing it methodically, again, mixing in the run and the pass and keeping this offense for Apex Friendship off the field. Taking advantage of the penalties as well. And right now, this Holly Springs team is really playing their best football of the season here in the first quarter.
Well, you got to think tonight, Sonny, that the winner of this game really enhances their playoff chances. Even with just one win, Holly Springs, a victory tonight, keeps them alive in that conversation.
Yep.
Don't want to say that Apex Friendship can afford a loss, but really this is kind of back against the wall for the Golden Hawks.
There's a lot on the line, and especially when you're facing your crosstown rival here, you want to play your best. And right now they're doing it. They're playing together as a team. And we'll see here, the response from the Patriots. They did a nice job on their drive as well. But both these teams, you can see the intensity out on the field playing so hard.
So Sowers will kick, and the open door kickoff will be taken by Locklear. Down across the 20. Another big return. Midfield. Locklear. Sowers had to make the tackle at the 40. Another great return after the open door kickoff. The new way to sell your home, open door.
Well, Holly Springs can't kick it to him anymore. You got to kick it out of bounds. Squib kick it. That's the second time he's done damage. Look at the speed of Locklear here. Again, being patient, following his blockers, and then turning on the jets. I mean, helping out your offense with field position is huge. And right now, 2 for 2 on special teams for Locklear.
He's got a touchdown catch tonight as well. Marshall made him an offer here recently. Already had an offer from Howard. He will move around a lot tonight. His head coach, Adam Sanders, the 6-year mentor here, calls him their most selfless player. And we have a penalty marker procedure against the Patriots, who have looked a little out of sorts here. And Jay, big rivalry game. It is a homecoming crowd. There's a lot of energy here at the stadium. So I don't want to say they're rattled, but they just haven't seemed as locked in as we thought they'd be.
Yeah, well, the penalties, when you have them, especially early on the game, they just kind of set you back. And you've got to find a way to clean that up here. Kind of forget about some of the negative plays that have happened and play your best brand of football. But this offense has been so explosive. They just have to kind of make sure they settle down here and get positive yards.
That was the 4th penalty marker against Apex Friendship, and this one's going to be intercepted, picked off. Downfield, they wanted Locklear again, and Dylan Brown stepped in and got the pick. So they come up with the interception, the 3rd of the year thrown by Veach. And for this Hawks team, they get the pick, and that is their 4th interception of the year defensively, their 8th takeaway.
When Brown's a senior, you want your veteran players to play their best football in the biggest games, and they're just reading the eyes of Beach and coming off Locklear, kind of roam towards the middle of the field to jump in the passing lane.
So already with an 8-point lead, Veach and his team, and young man really frustrated. He's perhaps the biggest team guy on this roster, and that's saying a lot. Wills, Paquette, really nowhere to go. He got wrapped up there by the backup nose tackle, Nico Rivera. No gain for Paquette, who is a 5'7", 150-pound junior, got the start here tonight. And that will be the final snap. Holly Springs controlling the time of possession. Their offense has looked really good, and they've generated, as you stated early, Sonny, a turnover. Let's see what they can do with it. When we return, it is our Honda Dealers of the Carolinas Friday Night Rivals, presented by Talk It Out NC.
There's a new judge in town.
Real people.
What's in the box?
The cremations of her husband.
Why?
Real cases.
You had champagne taste, but a beer budget.
Your Honor, say that one more time.
Real families in crisis.
He's a slob. Your sister stepped in because she loved you.
I'm not a bad person.
It might start in the family room, but it ends in my courtroom. I'm Judge Rhonda Wills, and that's my ruling.
Relative Justice.
Weekdays at 2:30 on MyRDC 28.
We all wear multiple hats, a different hat for every job. At Wake Tech, we have multiple hats too, from welding to construction management to baking to public safety. Wake Tech can help you determine which hat fits you best. Visit Wake Tech online or in person and try one on for size. Wake Tech. Success starts here.
When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if it tries, that's what our lineup of exceptionally capable, available all-wheel drive SUVs is for. After all, we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Get 0% APR for up to 60 months or $1,000 customer cash on the purchase of a new 2022 Sportage.
Modern Mechanical, your go-to people.
Train comfort specialists, professional consultants, trained technicians, residential replacement, commercial construction, and excellent customer support. Call Modern Mechanical because it's hard to stop a train and because
we are your go-to.
Call today or visit modernmechhvac.com.
Apex Friendship trying to get it together defensively. Holly Springs has won 3 of the prior 5 meetings between these two. And they are in the catbird seat here through 1. Been impressed, Jay, with the way that their offense has played with some tempo tonight, and particularly with Wills. Brock Wills has made some really good throws and some good runs tonight.
And it's about decision making, because some of those runs are ones where they're called passing plays, but he's making the decision to go ahead and pick up what you can. It's really helping this offense move the chains.
These two clubs have played for essentially the conference championship each of the last 2 years, splitting those meetings. Quick hitter there to Drake Delarada, who's a sophomore and already caught a touchdown pass tonight. Pick up a 4. It's going to be 3rd down here. This is a down they've negotiated pretty well tonight.
Here comes the blitz.
Pick it up, dump it off, and it's fumbled, but dived on by the Golden Hawks.
See this defense just disguising the coverage, and then Will's just trying to get rid of it here, and an excellent hit right here to dislodge the ball.
Ryan Adams, a sophomore, saved the possession. And for the first time tonight, they're going to punt the football. This will be Sowers in to handle that. And he's dealing with Locklear again. Locklear has been special tonight.
Kick it out of bounds. You cannot allow him to continue to hurt you in the 3rd phase of the game here.
Off the side of his foot. We wanted a little more yardage out of it, but I think you're correct there, Sonny. I believe they were trying to avoid everything they could by putting that football in a position for Locklear to do something with it. And the ball will be at the 44, so just a 21-yard punt.
A pretty good field position here to start off this drive. And here for Beach. How are you going to respond to some adversity on that last possession coming back out here? Again, I think they need to really run the ball here to set up the play action pass.
They go on the ground. They get a 1st down run into Holly Springs territory. And that's Locklear, who we would see line up at running back tonight, we were promised, and he showed up there. A little end around there on the jet sweep action. And he will tote the football down to the 42. That's a Wake Tech 1st down, lead the way at Wake Tech.
Well, I like how creative this offense is. You saw Nicholas, the tight end, leading the way. They find different ways to get Locklear the ball, whether it's in motion or split out a wide receiver.
This is Terry Hicks now. And Hicks trying to run out of tackles. Christopher got a hold of him. And he also got some support there by one of the other linebackers, Jake Harmon, who was in on his 25th tackle of the year. We have a Golden Hawks player down. They'll attend to him. We'll step away. Patriots trying to get something going here. We'll be back.
And for the table. Enjoy.
Get it! Peanut butter! You can do it. Come on. These days, a lot of things seem to be getting smaller, so we're going bigger. Bigger Spin. New scratch-offs with even bigger prizes, like a chance at a live spin of the Bigger Spin wheel for $2 million. That's not just bigger, that's huge.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
Injured player for Holly Springs still down. And looks like they're trying to somehow stabilize that left leg. Well, Holly Springs took the opening drive of the game, 7 plays, 80 yards. Wills with a touchdown pass. And then a big return. 97 yards from Locklear, and that, or from Cleary actually, and that set up the Veach pass to Locklear for a score. They failed after going for 2, and then a drive that consumed over 6 minutes. It was capped by Wills finding Carlson, and they're bringing off one of their defenders there, Devin Hughes. Tough to see. I don't know if Hughes maybe hyperextended his leg possibly in on the tackle. Back to live action. Apex frontship. A first down run near side. Hicks flexing. And that sets up the Patriots.
Well, and Hicks finishing off this run with power. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the season. Look at him just follow his offensive line, stiff arm here, and then finishing, rolling over 2 Golden Hawks.
That's a Wake Tech first down. Lead the way at Wake Tech, Terry Hicks. They're going to throw. It is caught. And a first down inside the 15. Let's go to Marilyn Payne. She's standing by with the very latest from the sideline. Marilyn.
Moments before Dylan Brown picked off Dustin Veach last time Apex Friendship was on offense. You both mentioned the way that the Patriots look a little disengaged here tonight. To this point, 2 of the Patriots coaching staff have been trying to troubleshoot technical difficulties that are not allowing right now this offense or the defense to see playbacks that allow them to correct the mistakes. Right now, the offense gaining momentum despite their inability to see what's gone wrong before this offensive drive.
Thanks a lot, Marilyn. CPI Red Zone protecting the Southeast for more than 25 years. After that pickup of a dozen, it'll bring up second down after a gain of 1. So Apex Friendship has already doubled the amount of plays they ran in the first quarter. Veach with a pick tonight will go to the air. Nice move, and it's Locklear again, changing direction. He takes it to the end zone. Wake Tech touchdown for the Patriots.
We'll see a slant by Locklear. Nicholas, the tight end, running a flat route, putting the defense in a tough position. Who are you going to cover? And Locklear coming across the middle. So elusive when the ball's in his hands.
So after the Wake Tech touchdown, looks like they're going to have to go for 2 here.
If you're Holly Springs, how are you going to try to take Locklear out of the game? He's hurting you right now. You got to put 2 guys on him, cornerback and a safety over the top, shading him to try to limit his opportunities.
So they consumed 56 yards, 6 plays, and 2 minutes and 5 seconds on that drive. As they get the Wake Tech score, lead the way at Wake Tech. Pistol look here. Hicks. Locklear motions. They're going to throw the other way. He had Locklear, but he threw it back across his body. Wanted Cleary. I know what they were trying to do there, Jay, but he did have Locklear out the flats.
Yeah, and we'll see him run across here. This is a quick hitter. You got to throw it right now. And there he was. And then going back across your body, it's so tough to be accurate when you're running full speed towards your right.
Stay tuned for the myspot.nc.gov halftime report. We'll have this week's Riddle and Brantley Scholar athletes We'll have interviews with the principals from both schools, highlights, and more. Don't wait to vaccinate. Find a COVID-19 vaccine location near you at myspot.nc.gov. I really want to get to that national highlight package tonight. There's a really plucky upstart at about the 55-second mark.
Yeah, a really good call by somebody that's sitting right beside me. Can't wait to see it.
Well, I love the sound of my own voice, Jay. I'm just that's why I'm promoting it. But a real honor to have that there.
A great one.
You know, it's fun to watch that and see all the different broadcast highlights from across the country for the Thursday night and Friday night rivals packages. It's fun stuff. Great crew as always here tonight. Marilyn Payne down on the sideline. We've got Jay Sunhalder here in the booth, and I'm Patrick Johnson. Our open door kickoff coming here. Now, Jay, is Apex Friendship going to have to be chasing points all night, you think?
And that's the tough thing about it. When you're not going to kick the extra points, they're in a position now you're down 2. So I think you are going to have to. I mean, that's going to be the strategy. And this offense, though, I like the response coming on that drive and doing it on the ground, Patrick. Well, previously they're doing it through the air, but they dominated the line of scrimmage.
Gentile puts this one in the air, but it's going to come down short at the 22. And Christopher will try his luck at a return out across to the 31-yard line. The open door kickoff. A new way to sell your home. Open door. During the fourth quarter of tonight's game, we'll be selecting the West Shore Home Player of the Game. West Shore Home converts your old bathtub into a modern and spacious walk-in shower in just one day. Fourth possession of the game for Holly Springs. He wasn't ready for the snap. He's trying to change the play. There goes Wills. Will he be able to get away from the defenders? No. Loses 2.
I'll tell you, the defense is doing an outstanding job of disguising the coverage, faking the blitz, bringing guys up to the line of scrimmage at the last moment. It just looks like a miscommunication up front.
Good pursuit by the Patriots. Now 2nd and long. Wills earlier in the year against Heritage, Jay, had over 200 yards passing. That was a career high for him. He also threw for a score in that game. It's flush from the pocket on the run. His receiver out of the backfield could not hang on. That was the running back, Paquette.
Ash Doyen, the safety, coming up late, a delayed blitz. And that's what forced Wills to roll outside the pocket. But again, the blitzing schemes have been impressive from the Patriots, just trying to kind of confuse this offensive line just to beat. And there it's paid off again.
They converted their first 3 third downs. Didn't on their last. Time for Wills here. He'll tuck and go, but gets slowed up this time. Met from behind. The duo of Akoli, also Cosrud.
Look at Akoli right in the middle, facing a double team. Look at 99, being relentless, hustling, playing so hard. 2 guys were on him. He just pushed the pocket back into the lap of Wills and then finished things off.
Wills averages 207 yards of total offense. We've seen him run the ball effectively tonight. He started to take off there, but that time the nose tackle and the weak side linebacker team to make the hit. And we're going to have another punt, just a 21-yarder last time for Peyton Sowers. Gets it away. Much better effort. Will doink off the turf and be downed inside the 35-yard line. Apex Friendship, Holly Springs. Big action tonight in the Southeast Wake Conference.
This is a little town called Basic. That's where the townspeople buy their basic cars. And that's a 2021 Nissan Sentra. It comes with standard Apple CarPlay and more standard horsepower and safety features than a Toyota Corolla. Looks like basic is never going to be the same. Oh, no. The 2021 Nissan Sentra. Anything but basic.
Get a low $209 per month lease on Sentra, or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models.
We all wear multiple hats. A different hat for every job. At Wake Tech, we have multiple hats too. From welding, to construction management, to baking, to public safety. Wake Tech can help you determine which hat fits you best. Visit Wake Tech online or in person and try one on for size. Wake Tech. Success starts here.
It's time for the Pepsi Fan Cam. Pepsi, made for football watching. Grab a cold, refreshing Pepsi today. I love the addition of the Pepsi Fan Can. I expect a big Pepsi Fan Can presence next week when Roseville and Wakefield meet. We're headed to your alma mater, the Wakefield Wolverines. That'll be a big matchup.
That is. Can't wait to go back home. And that's going to be an important ball game in that conference that's loaded.
Locklear again. Nice run. Spins his way to the 45. He is something else, isn't he?
Yeah. Colleges need to get on him. I know he's got the offer from Marshall, but more teams need to start going towards him and recruiting him at a high level. Because look at these moves. Those are things you can't teach. And the speed, the elusiveness, and the hands. He's a natural route runner. We've seen him do damage on special teams. This coaching staff, again, being creative, finding different ways to get him the ball.
23 yards for the Wake Tech first down. Lead the way at Wake Tech. And now a little bit of balance here from the Patriots as they will pick up 2 on the draw play to the right side. Jay, last time out in their win against Green Hope, Coach Sanders, you see calling the play there, 226 yards passing, 212 rushing. I mean, he said it was like nirvana with that 200 game.
He did. He was very pleased with their performance. And you look at the record, 2-2. They faced Millbrook and Wakefield first 2 ball games of the year. So tough schedule for this team, and specifically this offense has really been coming on as of late.
Coach Sanders trying to get to a game of 500 overall in his career tonight with a win and get to 500 against Holly Springs. That time out of the reach of Locklear. Veach, the leader of this team, coaches youth football in the community, and he's the quarterback. I mean, you have to be the quarterback coach if you're the quarterback, right?
You're the quarterback guru. Well, I'll tell you, Adam Sanders, those two over on the sideline, when we talked to him this week, he talked so highly of Veach and what he does on the field, off the field as well.
This is not the biggest offensive line in front of him. They average just 227. But they have done a nice job to mold together, and only one senior.
Here comes the blitz. Now they're changing the play up. We'll see if Holly Springs holds back.
So timeout by Friendship. Stops the clock with 5:35 to go. Well, not only does Adam Sanders have a player that coaches youth football, but his son Luke, who's a ball boy here tonight, he also plays in that same league. The young man we told you about that got hurt last week, one of their top receivers, Cornwaif, he's got a little brother about Luke's age, so they play youth football together. There's a real great sense of community here. Coach Sanders telling us this week when he goes on his Sunday jog, he jogs right by the school. They had the great little homecoming parade down there today on the main road into campus, and a great support and great showing here tonight, really from both communities.
Well, and he loves it here, and when he's been able to really build this program up, it's been impressive what he's been able to do. That sense of community, the support, and knowing these guys when they've been playing middle school, even younger than that, and seeing them grow through this pipeline now to get to the high school level. And that's what it's all about, is having that kind of growth from youth football all the way up and having these guys in the system.
Sanders a walk-on at Furman. And here will be Veach getting slung to the turf, shooting the gap, bringing the pressure. With the sack, Chase Christopher, he gets his team-leading 7th quarterback sack of the year.
Here's the best defender standing strong on 3rd down, right up the middle. And there, Not going to let you go. And Beach, had nowhere to go with that. And Chase Christopher, we talked about him in the open, his defensive effort. We've called his name a couple times on the offensive end, a physical runner. They're doing the job.
Leading tackler. He's also their leading tackler during the spring season. And for the first time in this game, Apex Friendship will punt the football away. This has also been a bit of an adventure. Oh, Hicks got uprooted. And the penalty flag comes flying in as soon as he hit him. Coming up, grabbing his helmet was the junior. And that is Rafael Castañeda. And Castañeda knew that he made a costly error.
Let's see here. Right into the leg. An easy penalty call.
That was roughing, actually. Handling the punting duties. Yep. Left his feet too. I feel bad for the junior, but that'll bring up a fresh set of downs. Yeah, Sanders got quite a staff here. A lot of interesting stories on it. Michael Bradley is his wide receivers coach, and he coached with Steve Spurrier for a couple of seasons at Duke back in the late 80s. So, Jay, it's not quite enough for the first down. Oh, it is the automatic first down. I thought so, but the way they had originally walked it off, I know what they had called there, but it's roughing rather than running into.
Yeah. Oh, and it's so tough for your defender going through there because you're running at full speed, but you just got to take that angle that you're not going into the body of the punter. You're kind of going towards the side. An aggressive play there, but just too much effort going into the middle of his leg.
The junior center, 5'10", 240. You saw him there, Chris Angelolo. Pass slung out off the hands of Nicholas. Nicholas doubling his catch output. He got the game ball last week after their win.
He's got good size, 6'3", 215. I'll tell you, he's athletic running routes. When you watch this running game, look at number 33. He's going to lead Hicks, Wilson in this running game, and most times you'll see them following him.
Offset this time, pistol look. Nicholas shifts over in motion. Veach over the middle, nice grab. And it'll be a first down. Just outside the red zone. Cleary, who had that big kickoff return, the senior. And he has a 10-catch game to his credit. Came in with 24 grabs, 7 catches last week for 151 yards and a touchdown.
It's a dig route, and you know when you go over the middle, you're going to get hit. And how about the toughness there to hold on to the football and pick up the first down?
Wake Tech first down. Lead the way at Wake Tech, and they are just on the edge there of the CPI red zone. Hicks will burst into that CPI red zone, and it'll be second down. Nice job by Holly Springs to get there defensively. And that time, as they get into the red zone there, Dean Cullum, two-way player, started to do that last game, the nose tackle. Real leader on the team on both sides of the ball. Plug that hole to stop him.
Well, this offense looks like they're getting more into a rhythm, Patrick. Settling down. That first quarter, a little too choppy, too many penalties, but now this offense is starting to roll and play at a higher level.
A year ago, Veach really put in the work during the canceled fall season. Gives it to Hicks. Busts through. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown! Wake Tech touchdown, lead the way at Wake Tech.
Watch Hicks here, just simple zone run, nice block by Nicholas, the outside, and here's the power. Again, those are statement runs when you're running over defenders, continuing to move your legs, and guys are just flying off of you. What a great job there, just being physical by Hicks.
Ray Lindley was a mere speed bump for the route there that Hicks took. Going to try for two again. Again, they've had a missed extra point last week. They've missed a handful of them this year in the kicking situation, but a bit tenuous. They'll throw this time back over the middle. The same play. They ran it to perfection this time. Cleary with the grab and the 2 points.
Cleary and Locklear wide open there, going back a little hitch route by Cleary. Good execution up front, rolling Beach out of the pocket. We'll see it here. The defenders have to make a decision. There's Locklear wide open to the flat. Nice pickup by Hicks with the block. An accurate throw to Cleary for the 2 points.
So Hicks marching to pay dirt. That's his 5th touchdown of the year. The starter at running back this year was Judah Wilson, the senior. And after the first couple of games, he had injured his shoulder. He was listed at the beginning of the week as questionable, but is available tonight. And Coach Sanders telling me yesterday that they thought they would have a chance to play him tonight, but Hicks is making a statement on the ground.
He is. He's taking advantage of his carries, his opportunities here. The power to finish off those runs, but it's the little things. You saw there, the pass protection to knock his guy to the side. Beach, time to throw the ball. He's a versatile running back that does it through the air, catching it, running it, and there in pass protection.
Friendship came in averaging 31.5 points and nearly 400 yards of total offense per game. Their passing game has been stellar, but they have averaged 131 on the ground. Going to be an offsides penalty. So that'll back him up 5.
Well, this game has been really about responses. We saw Holly Springs get off to a really nice start here. We'll see the offsides. It's there on the bottom of the screen.
One on the top too.
But Patrick, Holly Springs jumped out in front, and then the Patriots here coming on strong in the second quarter. Going into half, if you're Holly Springs, you want to recapture some of this momentum and go into the halftime break with a response.
Mulligan here for the Open Door kickoff, the new way to sell your home, Open Door. From the 19-yard line, Holly Springs return out to the 32. So we'll see what happens here. That was Carlson. 3:19 remaining, so plenty of time here. Jay, a couple of really impressive opening drives for Holly Springs. What adjustments have you noted from Apex Friendship?
Well, they're starting to load the box more, not allow the running ability of Wills to really hurt them. So they've kind of brought guys up here as the snap count gets close to being snapped, bringing defenders up here late to stop the run. Now, we'll see here if Holly Springs continue to try to use the legs of Wills or go back through the air.
Wills spinning away. Runs by a defender, and they close in on him. A little slow to get up as he took the football. About 4 yards across the 35 to the 37.
They've had such positive success on first down, making it more manageable. Pick up 4 there. That's a good start to the drive.
Look across the way. Robert Firth, himself a walk-on at NC State, followed his high school coach to be part of those Dick Sheridan teams in the late 80s, early 90s. Option. Wills splitting defenders. First down run. Pushing the football a dozen out to the, actually about 9 to the 46, 47-yard line.
Well, the offensive line did the job. Addison Carlson, number 11, with the block right here on the outside. He did it to seal the edge. And then Wills with enough speed to get outside, picking up those positive yards. This defense, again, once he gets outside, it's so tough to bring him down.
Wake Tech first down, lead the way at Wake Tech. Christopher. That's a good gainer for him into Friendship territory, but we do have a penalty flag coming in. Might this be the first on Holly Springs? That's another thing they've had going for him tonight is they played a pretty clean game. will sort this out. And it is a hold. First penalty of the game for the Golden Hawks, and it is a costly one on first down.
Well, when you look at Christopher Patrick, where do you think at the college level he's going to kind of end up at, linebacker or running back? I've been impressed with his running ability here, getting positive yards, even though that's coming back here, being physical, running the ball.
Jay, what I'm impressed about is he's only a junior, and he physically looks very good, and he's got the ability wherever they put him to add muscle to his frame.
He's a versatile player that I think you can put him on the offense or defensive side at the college level in a couple of years and be happy with his development.
Oh, deep ball, busted play. Carlson, give him 6. Tie ball game. 60 yards for the Wake Tech touchdown. Lead the way at Wake Tech.
And here's Wills again, keeping his eyes up, trying to find the safety, seeing there's a busted coverage and going back to Carlson. The second time the secondary's had some issues, and Holly Springs taking advantage of it. And there's the leadership, the emotion, and what a response here when you face some adversity, get down, finding a way, and that's a good job regaining momentum close to the halftime break.
5th touchdown pass for Carlson. Actually his 6th, because that's his 2nd tonight. He had the 11-yarder this time. His longest reception of the year. And the longest play for scrimmage for this offense this season.
Again, just reading the coverage. Nice job staying patient in the pocket. Look at the offensive line, just building a wall up front. This is an easy pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Well, we're going to have some interesting halftime highlights to show you and some interesting numbers to run through, as we'll have for you our myspot.nc.gov halftime report. Also, our Riddle and Brantley Scholar athletes. We'll hear from the principals at these two schools, Apex Friendship and Holly Springs. Highlights and a lot more. Don't wait to vaccinate. Find a COVID-19 vaccine location near you at myspot.nc.gov. Entertaining back and forth game as we thought it would be.
This is great. Both crowds getting into it. These players, you can tell how hard they're playing, what this game means to them. Not only with the rivalry, but the standings, like you said.
Both these teams the last couple of years have played for the conference championship, essentially. And the game either has been won like it was in the spring for the South Wake Conference title. And that was won by Coach Sanders' group 21-18. Or rather, won by them despite 3 turnovers. And then they lost to Holly Springs in October of 19, 24-21. So close games have been the marker between these two lately. Open door kickoff. I'm surprised they kicked it to him. From the 10. More coverage problems. And it's carried out. Cleary again with a big return. It's going to be hard-pressed to top 97 yards to open the game for them, but he takes this out, Jay. 38.
Well, look at him let his blockers set up in front, and then he just turns it on. And these returners are really boosting their offense here, giving them an opportunity here right around the 50-yard line with excellent field position. Still plenty of time. You've got the timeouts, 1:41 left on the clock.
Cleary's had 17 catches in the last couple of games. Has an extra point PAT tonight. Tight end Nicholas uprooted there. Out in the flats. He got hit by the kid they call Sunshine, Jake Harmon. Throwing the other way, and he threw it behind the receiver. That was Noah Toaster, the junior, who he wanted there for Dustin Veach. And Toaster's worked really, really a lot with Coach Michael Bradley.
All right, this offense has had success over the middle with dig routes, whether it's Cleary or Locklear. We'll see if they go back. 3rd and 5. This defense has to know where the chains are and kind of protect that 5 to 7 yard range.
Apex Friendship trying to answer. It's dropped down at the 40. And it's going to be a first down. Who else? Locklear. His brother Gavin, a grad assistant at NC State. And that will bring up a Wake Tech first down.
This outstanding route runner, just chopping his feet and cutting to the outside. The perfect throw by Veach where only his man can catch it.
Gain of 9, lead the way at Wake Tech. Our Wake Tech first down. The chain's moving for the Pats here. Pressure, loops it out on the screen. Hicks, 25, first down. And we have some laundry on the turf.
Perfect play call with the screen. Let's see if this is a hold.
Chop block. That can happen on that play.
Yeah, and it's tough because you want to try to spring a big run. But so many times on those screen plays, especially on the outside, that's where you'll see this called.
So wipe off that catch and run by Hicks. Adam Sanders, who has that mesmerizing Southern gentleman accent about him, probably a little more harsh when he raises the level of his voice, I'd have to admit.
He's such a knowledgeable coach and somebody that's building this program the right way, and the kids respect him so much. And it's a pleasure talking to, because when we talk to these coaches, Coach Sanders, Coach Firth on the other side, you can tell what it means to them and how they try to impact the players on the field but off the field as well.
Backs him up to the 49, first in an eternity. Jalen Wiley is his eyes in the sky, if you will, the JV coach in the booth up here, Guilford alum. Timeout taken by Holly Springs. Can't take them with you, so you might as well burn it. Back and forth we've gone here tonight on our Friday Night Rivals telecast. Honda Dealers of the Carolinas, presented by Talk It Out NC. Let's go to the sidelines now. Marilyn Payne.
Before Apex Friendship got backed up due to the chop block, it's worth noting that for the first time tonight, they do have a kicker warming up here on the sideline. Sophomore Connor Josephson kicking into the netting as if he's preparing potentially to have to kick the field goal. We know that we haven't seen these Patriots take anything other than the 2-point conversion tries after touchdown, but it seems as though they're ready to look to special teams to give them the advantage at the break if they have to here.
Maryland, good catch down there. It has been kicker by committee. Yeah. And even yesterday, going into the game, really, here, Jay, they had no idea who might be handling all these respective duties.
Yeah, we see here coming out here, going for 2 on the extra point situation. So, for Apex Friendship, you're thinking touchdown right now. 57 seconds left, still plenty of time. But you got to have positive yards here and play up tempo.
See Maryland there. That's why she's on top of things. She's right in the middle of it. Great job by Maryland here tonight. Coach Sanders, see what he's got drawn up for first to 21. And he played with the guy Andrew Thacker, who's the defensive coordinator at Georgia Tech right now. A lot of his college teammates have moved around the country in the college ranks, but he likes where he is, and he likes this play, the slant. They went to Colin Cleary. It'll be a first down, but they fumbled the football, it appears. And their second turnover, if it stands, will give the football to Holly Springs. Oh, that should be a fumble. It's something they can't. Out. Yeah, that's something they can't review. But if Holly Springs doesn't get that football, that's a bad break. It was clearly out. Friendship tried to hustle to the football, though, to get a snap off.
The secondary's been physical tonight. dislodging that ball. There was a slant route, and they're just running so fast across the middle of the field, being elusive to get away from the defensive back. And kind of as he turned, we'll see it here, as he turned in, his shoulder came out, and then another hit, and that's where the ball's loose.
Cleary with the initial hit. Does that go forth, Jay White? Go forth?
Yep.
One of the players in there. Well, that's a bad break for the former DB coach Firth and his team. He's got a legitimate gripe.
Yeah. And that's a play right there. You wish that you would regain possession or have a review, because that would stop this drive and potentially give you an opportunity to get a drive of your own. But this drive's going to continue. This defense has to stand strong.
Wake Tech first down from the 29 out to the 21. Cleary out of bounds. Clock stops with 38.9.
Look at this route again. Just a corner to the outside, chopping his feet. And the timing with Veach. These guys work so hard in the offseason. You see it paying off here tonight.
Gain of 13. Wake Tech first down. Lead the way at Wake Tech. Another timeout taken here by Holly Springs. And Jay, I kind of wonder too if this is going to be a little bit of an opportunity for Coach Firth to maybe chew this officiating crew. He should.
Well, it's upsetting because you see, what's happened here. You thought you're going to regain possession, and your defense has a turnover opportunity. You recover the ball, but you don't get the call. So now you've got to call the timeout here. You have an opportunity to bring your team over the sideline, kind of regroup here. And yes, you can talk to the officials, but this defense, who's been resilient tonight, they've got to find a way to stand strong. And they played their best when they've got pressure from their defensive line.
Kyle Stevens, their defensive coordinator, his first year with those duties. He came in allowing 241 yards of offense. Let's see what they gave up at the half. Last time out. A pretty good job. Just 217 of total offense they allowed. They had been getting better on third down too. This two-game stretch, they had held opponents to just 24% on third down conversions, and that was a key tonight. I know you thought the turnovers were, but with talking with the defensive coaches this week, they felt like they had to get off the field.
Yeah, and that's been their big focus in practice this week, is having success on third down.
Fresh set of downs here for Dustin Veach, the senior. Drops, hurls, back corner. Locklear, did he hang on? No. Would have been a heck of a catch.
Well, look at this throw from Veach. I mean, this is tough, but he put it just about in the perfect spot. And look at the toe drag here, trying to get those feet in bounds, and he had it. It was just the ground caused the ball to be dislodged.
Plenty of air.
Feet are there.
Dylan Brown, as soon as he saw the officials waving no catch, he exhaled.
I'd go back to it. Go back to your best wide receiver, him and Cleary, really doing damage here. When they're working together and they're on the same side of the field, it puts that safety in a tough position.
Inside the CPI red zone, back of the end zone, incomplete.
There's a post route by Clearly there.
Clock is stopped, so no need to burn a timeout here. Holly Springs is out of timeouts.
So you figure here, the field goal situation, you probably have 2 downs to pick up the first. You still have those timeouts in your pocket.
And you got a ton of time too, realistically.
And you could even change things up here and go to Hicks.
He's in the pistol. Behind his quarterback. Throwing the flats, Locklear spins away. 5. Touchdown! Third of the night for Ashton Locklear. They've tried to double cover him all year. They've not been very successful as the opposition. And that is a Wake Tech touchdown. Lead the way at Wake Tech.
Well, his talent is evident. The defense is in the right spot. Just a little hitch, then a missed tackle, and then the speed. Look at the defenders. No shot. Yards after the catch. So huge. There you see the hug with Adam Sanders and Locklear just taking over.
5 touchdowns on the season, 3 of them tonight. And they're going to kick for the first time with Josephson. It's through. 27-21.
How about Beach orchestrating this drive there going into the halftime break? He's very accurate. A couple deep shots down the field, but they're going to the underneath route and trusting your wide receivers to be in the right spot. Locklear, again, once he gets the ball, he turns into a running back, and you see the speed. We saw it on special teams. Precise route runner. He's really creating so many problems for this secondary of Holly Springs.
Back and forth we go, as I mentioned. This one has been a lot of ebbs and flows in it. So that's 9 plays at 52 yards. And that took him about 1 minute and 20 seconds to get it downfield. Important to note there was not only a penalty that backed him up, but also a missed fumble. Holly Springs should have had the football and running out the half with the lead here, but they still have some time despite the no timeouts. Let's see what happens on the return. Part of that kicking issue does involve, to a degree, kickoffs. From Gentile's been the guy tonight. Open door kickoff. The new way to sell your home is Open Door. Away up to the 20. Stone. Sonny, take a shot, take a knee.
Well, I'd always say take a shot. You got nothing to lose here. You don't have any timeouts. But again, we've already seen a couple times busted coverage in the secondary. I would go ahead and be aggressive here and see if you can maybe have some miscommunication on the back end. Carlson, we've seen him get behind the safeties twice already.
Scored on an 80-yarder for them last time. Wills himself with 3 scores tonight. And they'll stay conservative. They'll run out this first half. It has been a back and forth affair. Holly Springs racing out to the lead. Apex Friendship with the answer, and both teams exchanging scores. 6-point game for the home team at halftime. So Apex Friendship huddling here right before the festivities. And there's Coach Sanders. We'll wait to hear from him here in just a second. And Coach, he spotted Maryland, and she's going to get in position with Coach Sanders here. And we'll hear from him. And I'd be curious to find out what that message was in the huddle right there. Let's see if Maryland can coax that out of the coach of the Patriots. Maryland, it's all yours.
You told me you needed to give your team a message before you could come talk to me. What was that message?
We are always focused on getting better. So as much as that half was good and a lot of energy coming from that half, we've really got to make sure that we take the next step. And you can't ever be content. Everything with these guys is tight. Coach Firth does a great job. So we've just got to focus on our stuff, using that momentum, but not letting it take the best of us.
Now, Ashton Locklear dropped that first 16-yard strike before your final touchdown. You yelled, next play. What about your offense enabled them to go out and make that next play?
Nothing in life you can change that happened before. You can't do anything about happened before. It's all about what happens next. It's always about the next play, and that's the way it is with these guys as football players, as men, husbands, fathers, all those things. And so anytime that we can kind of instill that message in them, that's what we're going to do. Because, I mean, it's homecoming. I got 4 classes of guys now that are off playing at the next level or in school at the next level, and I want to be there in their lives even then. And seeing them come back and giving them hugs, that's one of the best parts of the night. And I want to make sure that they have those same kind of mindsets the whole time.
We will make sure you can go get those mindsets right. Thank you for your time. We'll see you in the second half. Patrick, back to you. A pretty jovial coach with a lead at the half.
He was fired up, and I told you, the accent, mesmerizing. Love it. Some big plays from both sides. Rivalry matchup. Throw the records out. Locklear, Wills. Lots to cheer about tonight.
Patrick Swayze.
Dirty Dancing.
I'm going to set the opening bid. Party. Confetti.
Store Bullseye.
Target. This is a show where every word counts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wild Dog.
Wolf.
Weeknights at 11 on MyRDC 28.
I see the future, but live for the moment. Makes sense, don't it? So like a stopwatch, let's stop time and enjoy this moment.
When you find that perfect moment, make it last. Capture it the Rooms to Go way. Cindy Crawford Home
and the Sofia Vergara Furniture Collection.
2 great collections,
1 great store.
Rooms to Go.
Rooms to Go.
I just wanna feel this moment. Modern Mechanical, your go-to people.
Train comfort specialists, professional consultants, train technicians, residential replacement, commercial construction, and excellent customer support. Call Modern Mechanical because it's hard to stop a train and because
We are
your go-to.
Call today or visit modernmechhvac.com.
You know, my mom says I just have a huge appetite for life. Well, she did say huge. This thing's perfect in this size. It's a candy bar, it's gooey, and it's Quest. So, some athlete-worthy nutrition for everyone. You don't have to be an athlete to get something out of Quest. Use your rookie energy wherever you need it. Look, they even make them in a little bite-sized version.
Welcome back to the myspot.nc.gov halftime report. This is Friday Night Rivals right now at Apex Friendship High School. Apex Friendship leading Holly Springs 27-21. Right now it's time for our Riddle and Brantley Scholar Athletes of the Week. Presenting the awards for Riddle and Brantley is Kurt Dixon.
Riddle and Brantley is proud to present the Friday Night Rivals Riddle and Brantley Scholar Athlete of the Week. From Holly Springs High School, the Riddle and Brantley Scholar Athlete of the Week is Seth Fowler. Seth is captain of the football team, all conference in lacrosse, and carries a 4.0 GPA. Seth volunteers for Hope Community Church, Fuquay Arena Youth Football, and the Night to Shine Prom hosted by the Tim Tebow Foundation. From Apex Friendship High School, the Riddle and Brantley Scholar Athlete of the Week is Dustin Veach. Dustin is football team captain, a 3-year member of the Leadership Corps, and carries a 4.0 GPA. Dustin is a diligent sports medicine student, and his volunteer efforts include nursing homes, elementary mentorship, and youth football.
Riddle and Brantley is proud to be a sponsor of the Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Congratulations to these All-Stars, and good luck on your eligibility for a $5,000 scholarship at the end of the season.
Riddle and Brantley. Injured in an accident? Call Riddle and Brantley when justice counts.
Thanks so much to Riddle and Brantley and to Kurt Dixon for joining us to present those awards here today. Now with me is Holly Springs High School Principal Robert Morrison. Principal Morrison, thanks for taking your time to come over here into enemy territory with us. What is it like being back not only this season and this school year, but in this type of environment for you?
It's just great. I mean, every game we've played, the last couple of Fuquay and Middle Creek, have been atmospheres just like this. Stadiums are packed. The kids are having a great time, which is what they should be having in high school. And like you can see, just tonight's atmosphere is what we've played in every week.
Academically, how have you seen a resurgence of this same community that we see on the athletic field right now in your school this year?
The kids are working hard. The teachers are working hard. We have tutorials in the middle of the day during lunch, and the kids are in the tutorials getting caught up when they need it, getting the help they need. I'm really proud of our kids. They've done a great job with all the COVID regulations. They're doing what they've been asked to do, and they're just doing a great job.
For you at Holly Springs, was there one moment for you when school started back to session that it really clicked that you guys were doing this and that your community had come together like they have?
I think it was just the first day and the parents reaching out of what do you need to make this work? Is there anything we can do for you guys to help? And just seeing all 2,200 kids walk into the building the first day, it was like, we're back.
I know we've had that feeling every time we've come out to a Friday Night Rivals game so far this season. Thank you for sharing your insight and your memories from Holly Springs to this point in the school year. Again, Principal Robert Morrison here with us on Friday Night Rivals. We'll be back with more right after the break.
Isn't it great to have extra space? The 2021 Volkswagen Atlas and Atlas Cross Sport have more passenger volume than Subaru Ascent and Outback. Come into your Volkswagen dealer today and get 0% APR financing for 36 months on the 2021 Atlas or Atlas Cross Sport.
Imagine being connected to and securing your entire home with a simple touch or command of your voice. Or detect an intruder before they get in. The technology connected to your home can do more than just alert you, because the most experienced team in smart security has got your back.
CPI Security. Identify yourself.
Get 40% off CPI's Essentials Plus Smart Security System and a Video Doorbell Pro free. CPI, the leader in smart home security.
I know the car accident wasn't technically your fault.
But we,
as the insurance company,
deny this claim.
We might fix your car.
But medical bills?
Pain and suffering?
Lost wages?
You're asking for a lot.
Oh, you've got a lawyer.
This conversation is over.
Tell the insurance company you mean business. Call on the Hurt Line, the law offices of James Scott Farron, right now.
I've always been inspired by possibility, taking elements that exist and putting them together to create something new. Rooms to Go understands the power of this. With Rooms to Go, you can easily make the most of every space, whether you want a place to share or somewhere just for you. The incredible styles, colors, fabrics means you can always find the perfect something. And the best part, you can do it all within budget, whether you shop online or at a store near you. Anything's possible at Rooms to Go.
It's nice to know your blind spot can be protected. Blind Spot Monitor, standard on all 2021 Volkswagen SUVs, unlike all Honda or Subaru SUVs. Come into your Volkswagen dealer today and lease the sophisticated and capable 2021 Tiguan for just $279 a month.
Welcome back to Friday Night Rivals. I didn't know that I would be joined by a birthday boy here tonight, but Principal Matt Wright from Apex Friendship High School has just crowned his homecoming king and queen and just walked over here to a happy birthday song. So let's walk it back just a couple seconds. What's it like for you to crown a homecoming king and queen in this environment after everything the school's been through over the last year and a half?
It's huge. The kids have been so excited about coming back to school. And obviously one of the biggest parts of coming back to high school was high school football. So to be able to have a normal, quote-unquote, homecoming with a great crowd, a great night, and being able to recognize our students after such a long period of hardship, it's really special. It's a special moment.
Well, you told me earlier off camera that this has been quite the week. What else happened this week, even before tonight, in setting up homecoming for you here?
Well, before the game tonight, we had a parade, and we have a parade that's about 1.5 miles from over in the nature park down the road, and we had probably 300 kids from all of our different clubs and organizations lined up. All along the sidewalks were parents and elementary school kids and just a lot of people who you could see were glad to celebrate high school. And again, to me, we're a relatively new school. We just opened 7 years ago. But when I see that parade and when I see this crowd, it just reinforces that our efforts to build a school culture have come to fruition and that the kids are really, really glad to be back.
Why is it so important to include so many of those clubs and activities and not just athletics in a homecoming week?
Well, a comprehensive high school is made up of, I mean, you saw the dance team, the band, the cheerleaders. all of those kids are part of the school, and even if they're just playing in the band, this is the culmination of a lot of practice for them. So engaging as many kids as we can in Friday night is really special.
Now, last thing before I let you go, it's your birthday. I know this can't be your entire celebration. What's your favorite meal for your birthday that you're either going to have tonight or this weekend?
Oh, not tonight. We'll go and do Italian tomorrow night. But I was telling somebody earlier, my wife has put up with being the wife of a high school principal. She's here tonight somewhere, but before we've done things like gone to Angus Barn for anniversary and gone from Angus Barn to a Friday night football game. So it's a part of our life, and it's what I signed up for, and it's really special.
Sounds like the type of pregame I need to get in on. Happy birthday, Principal Wright. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us.
Thank you guys for coming out. We really appreciate it.
We are glad to be here right now. The home team, Apex Friendship, up over the visiting Holly Springs on Friday Night Rivals. It's 27-21. Stay with us here. We'll be back with more after the break.
You've been in an accident. The 80,000-pound semi-truck just didn't stop. Call Riddle and Brantley before evidence disappears. Riddle and Brantley, when justice counts.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
And for the table. Enjoy.
Get it! Peanut butters! You can do it. Come on. These days, a lot of things seem to be getting smaller, so we're going bigger. Bigger Spin. New scratch-offs with even bigger prizes, like a chance at a live spin of the Bigger Spin wheel for $2 million. That's not just bigger, that's huge.
You know, when I was a teenager, I loved my chocolate milkshakes. Now, for years, my shakes have been Atkins shakes. They're ridiculously good, and when you're living Atkins, they help burn fat. But you might like that part.
Available at Walmart for a low price every day.
Badcock Home Furniture and More knows what it means to find the perfect fit. That just right comfort, that just right feeling. And at our Fall into Comfort sale, you'll also find your just right style. Treat yourself to a king-size mattress at a queen-size price and other savings for every room of your home, all with no credit refused. Save on comfort this fall, only at Badcock. Badcock Home Furniture and More. Just right.
Welcome back to the myspot.nc.gov halftime report here at Apex Friendship High School, where Apex Friendship leads Holly Springs 27-21 at the break. Now, earlier today, I was lucky enough to catch up with three members of our COVID-19 Teen Advisory Council here in Wake County. Here's a listen to what they have to say and why vaccinations are so important to them as high schoolers. I have with me here three members of the Wake County Student Advisory County fighting COVID-19 and spreading awareness about vaccinations here in Wake County. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to have you start first. Will you introduce yourself to everyone at home and explain why it's important for people to get vaccinated right now?
Hi, my name is Varshith Vadlamudi. I'm a sophomore at Enloe High School. And personally, as hard as it is to say, I miss school. I mean, all of us do. So vaccinations are one of the best ways to help us keep us in school and to not miss any school time and our friends and stuff like that. So I feel like it's really important for everyone to get vaccinated and prevent COVID-19 from spreading to everyone.
So vaccinations are for education right now in Wake County. Now I'm going to have you introduce yourself as well and let everyone know where we stand in Wake County with vaccination rates and COVID numbers.
All right. Hi, my name is Varnika Kasu, and I am a senior at Enloe High School. So far, 65% of Wake County has been vaccinated, which is great news, and more teens are getting vaccinated recently, which is also great.
Awesome. Thanks for letting us know where we stand right now. Now, if people want to grow that 65% number, where can you direct them?
So Wake County has walk-in clinics open Monday through Saturday, and you can also go to wakegov.com/vaccine for more information.
Awesome. Thanks so much for informing us all about what we need to know. Again, there's your information. If you're looking to get vaccinated still in Wake County, our members of the COVID-19 Student Advisory Council here in Wake County.
During halftime of our Friday Night Rivals broadcast, My RDC will be showcasing outstanding Thursday night lights and Friday Night Rivals game highlights from across the country. Here's some great highlights from last week's action.
Trying to do a bubble screen. Interception by the Warriors. They're going to try to take it all the way back. Seth Hampton into the end zone. The defense put 6 on the board.
Shotgun snap. Drop. Picked up. Good job by Ricks picking it up. Throws left. Has one-on-one coverage and a catch. What a catch made that time.
Great catch.
Under pressure. Dumps it off or tried to dump it off to the tailback. Incomplete, but we do have a flag on the play. Now, was this a lateral or was this an incomplete pass? As Bennett picks it up and rumbles into the end zone.
It's a short kick, though. There's a bad snap once again. He gets the ball away, and everybody's going to clear away, but except for Elijah Ray. Ray's going to pick it up. He's going to go down and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Screen, it's intercepted. Taken out of the air. The lineman screen. He rumbles into the end zone.
Steve going outside. They're going to have to punt the ball away. It's blocked. It's blocked. You can't get his feet in. That's a touchdown.
Swain strung out. Not going to get it. Evan the Kraken.
We'll throw it out in the flat to Marsh. Look out. Marsh breaks another tackle, dancing to the 3, spins to the 2. Touchdown! New Braunfels!
Well, a great honor for our team to be included on those great highlights there from all across the nation, and a great job by all of those broadcasters there. All right, halftime here. Apex Friendship, Holly Springs. Speaking of highlights, well, let's take a look at some of our very own from this one tonight. A lot of action through the air early for Holly Springs.
Start off with Drake Delarada with the touchdown, and Holly Springs got off to a quick start. The special teams really was a huge factor for Apex Friendship. See here, Cleary going through here, almost taking it to the house. But how about the first possession with this field position going inside the 10-yard line?
Officially 94 yards on the return. They were backed up by a penalty, but eventually found the end zone.
They hit Locklear throughout the first half there with the touchdown. Then the accuracy of Wills here going to Carlson for a touchdown. The post route, and then Beach was accurate himself going to Locklear. The little slant and letting his wide receiver do the rest.
Second of 3 scores he had in the game. Hicks getting the ground game going.
And finishing this run off with power, 5 yards per carry throughout the season. There he got involved, really did a nice job getting into the end zone.
Taking advantage of the busted play. That one downfield, and it's 6 for the Golden Hawks.
This game was going back and forth, and here towards the halftime break, the momentum shifted back, and Locklear with the catch and run on the little hitch route, and this crowd was going wild.
First half stats.
Total yards, Holly Springs dominating there, but on the scoreboard, down by 6 right now. Penalties only 2, so the Golden Hawks doing a lot of good things here. They just got to find a way here in the second half. Continue to execute, especially in the red zone for Apex Friendship. They've got to clean up the penalties, but they've had more balance with the running game and the pass game, especially in the second quarter.
Should be a good second half. We're expecting it here. We'll be back with more from Apex.
When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if it tries, that's what our lineup of exceptionally capable, available all-wheel drive SUVs is for. After all, we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Get 0% APR for up to 60 months or 1,000 customer cash on the purchase of a new 2022 Sportage.
We develop quality citizens who keep our core, our country, and our communities side by side on the winning side. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written, or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
We all wear multiple hats. A different hat for every job. At Wake Tech, we have multiple hats too. From welding, to construction management, to baking, to public safety. Wake Tech can help you determine which hat fits you best. Visit Wake Tech online or in person and try one on for size. Wake Tech. Success starts here.
I've always been inspired by possibility, taking elements that exist and putting them together to create something new. Rooms to Go understands the power of this. With Rooms to Go, you can easily make the most of every space, whether you want a place to share or somewhere just for you. The incredible styles, colors, fabrics means you can always find the perfect something. And the best part, you can do it all within budget, whether you shop online or at a store near you. Anything's possible at Rooms to Go.
We're just a bit away from starting the second half, and our Honda dealers of the Carolinas Friday night rivals presented by Talk It Out NC. Patrick Johnson, Jay Sunhalder upstairs. Now to the sideline, Marilyn Payne.
Robert Firth feels really good about what his Holly Springs offense has been able to do to this point. In particular, of course, controlling nearly the entire first quarter. He said in the second, our offense really started to get in our own way. As they got more tired, they began to wear down and become sloppy. The defense, he feels, is playing somewhat similarly. They've spent too much time on the field in that second quarter. He said, we've got to get that young unit off of the field. And in the conversation around Apex Friendship going for two and being denied that 2 points twice, he said, I just hope that in the end of this game, and it will come down to the last possession, he feels, we hope that Apex Friendship taking that gamble to go for two pays off for us at Holly Springs and not for them.
Marilyn, thank you. Sonny, what are you looking for as far as adjustments this half?
Well, special teams, I think, is going to be another huge adjustments on both sides. These coverage units have to do a better job of limiting these big returns. So that's something I'm going to watch for. And then also the turnovers and penalties. Yep. Whoever wins this game is going to play the cleanest here in the second half.
I think you're right, Jay. We're getting ready for second half action here tonight from the peak of good living, Apex. Looking forward to next week. Roseville, big spring for them. A lot of expectations coming in. They're going to take on Wakefield and the Wolverines. A little primer on that matchup next week.
Wakefield has been playing really well, and Roseville, this is a rivalry game. They dropped a couple the start of the year. They were in the state championship over at NC State against Vance last spring. So these teams in conference, that's going to be a huge matchup.
Coming into tonight, Wakefield had held opponents to less than 20 points for 5 straight games.
And you win championships, you go to the playoffs because of your defense. And right now, that defense is playing at a high level.
Near side, it'll be Locklear. Far side, it'll be Cleary. Let's see what Sowers does with the football. There's a look at the return men. Homecoming here tonight. Buckle up for what should be an entertaining second half. It is our open door kickoff. The new way to sell your home. A little squib kick bounced in the air. Did Holly Springs recover? Did it go out of bounds? And that will be Apex Friendship football there. Wasn't intended to be an onside kick, but it almost turned into one.
Ball just kind of ricochets off the hands.
Oh, so close for the Golden Hawks. Jay, they're lucky that one didn't yield them or the opponent better starting field position. By and large, the 41, that's some of the worst starting field position tonight for Apex Friendship, actually.
Got the ball away from the returners. And here's Veach coming out here. I thought he was really good in the first half, distributing the football and leading his team.
Threw for over 100 yards in that first half and 3 scores. Jet sweep. Hicks out of the slot. And he'll get to the 49.
Hicks loves to use that stiff arm. We saw it a couple times in the first. And I like the misdirection and changing the eyes of the defense. Looks like the ball is going up the middle, the fake, and then the end around.
So Hicks ushered out. Dylan Brown in on the stop. So they're going to call this a first down. Gain of 11. Hall Insurance Group first down there. Little draw play. Didn't yield as much. And did they get on the football for Holly Springs? They had a apparent fumble recovery on that final drive for Apex Friendship. That didn't go their way to end the half, and that might have been another one.
Dean Collum, Caden Hicks up there on the defensive line, being physical, staying low, and almost getting another.
Locklear out to the far side with Jaden Avery, a freshman. Avery motions. Hicks tunnels his way. Good yardage.
I like the vision of Hicks. That ball designed to go up the middle. He bounced it outside. We'll see him here going across. Looks like he was going to cut it back in. He recognized his offensive lineman, sealed things to the outside. The flag here down. We'll see if this is coming back.
Harmon with the hit defensively, and a bit of a lengthy adjudication here. Let's see what they say.
Maybe a crackback block.
Be a block in the back, which may have been again that crackback block.
Wide receiver came from the outside down into the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if we can get a look at it here.
See right there. Saw the push in the back.
May have been Avery there, the freshman. That's going to move them inside their own 40. Sixth penalty of the game for Friendship. Second and 22.
We saw this offense use a screenplay earlier on. They had a penalty, call it back, but that's another play that had success in the first.
And front seven pressure good. And I'll tell you what, Chase Christopher has been as good as advertised tonight.
He's all over the field. 6'2", 210 pounds. We'll see number 2 diagnose the play and then shoot through the gap here. Look at him. When he wraps you up, it's tough. Physical guy, and he's going to bring you down.
They're going in the wrong direction right now. Third and an eternity on a loss of 3.
Get the ball to Locklear here just on a quick route and let him do damage after the catch.
Patriots burn the timeout. Got to dive deep into that playbook to come up with third and 27.
An honest day's work for an honest day's pay. But what happens if you're injured? What happens when your workers' compensation claim is denied and you can't get the medical treatment you need?
I knew I needed an advantage. The James Scott Farron Advantage.
They'll fight for all of your medical treatment and for the protection you deserve. If you've been hurt on the job, get the James Scott Farron Advantage. The call and case evaluation are free. Call on the Hurt Line right now.
If you need beautiful, affordable outdoor furniture, shop Rooms to Go Patio with 2 convenient showrooms in Raleigh and Dunn. Shop and save on outdoor dining, seating, and poolside sets. Save on beautiful wicker or classic teak. Find everything you need to enjoy the outdoors at prices you'll only find at Rooms to Go. Go in, go out, go today. Shop Rooms to Go Patio at either of our 2 convenient locations, open in Raleigh and Dunn.
Stay tuned. During the fourth quarter, we'll have the Honda dealers of the Carolinas scoring drive of the game. See your Honda dealer of the Carolinas today. Patrick Johnson, Jay Sonhalter. Got Paul in the booth here with the stats.
The whole team.
Over the middle, picked off, second time tonight. Intercepted and returned by Holly Springs. Leaping up to take it away, Owen Carlson, his first pick of the year.
Carlson, a talented sophomore, just reading the eyes. Again, we talked about the adjustments. There, the safety coming over the top, double covering Locklear. He just jumped in the passing lane.
And they get great field position at the Apex Friendship 38. That's their best position to start a drive tonight. It's going to be a little stymied here, perhaps. Let's see. Yep. Cost him 5.
Back to the interception. As a safety, you have to have that anticipation, knowing where the ball is going to be and really reading the quarterback. And there Carlson, was playing center field and then just jumped ahead and sprinted to where Locklear was going to be on the post and jumped in front. We'll see him here again. We're going to just kind of fade back there and then jump in front. And then getting the yards after the interception to help set up this field position.
Wills now will go to work. Clean pocket. Great catch. Down to the 10. Big reception for Paquette out of the backfield. 32 yards.
Look at 16. Running out there one-on-one matchup with the linebackers, and he won. The offensive line allowing Wills to have plenty of time looking through the coverage. Paquette, for him to go out there, looked like potentially the linebackers were going to double cover him with the safety over the top. The safety rolled out and left the middle of the field wide open.
Inside the CPI red zone, into the end zone, Wills. Tie ball game. Wake Tech touchdown, lead the way at Wake Tech. Wills got the block, led the way to pay dirt.
Now, this was a designed run. Dean Collin, we saw him playing the defensive line there, out in front with the block. Carlson there as well, clearing the path.
Connor Boast, his 7th PAT, slipped it through the upright. But we do have a marker. How about Brock Wills tonight? You describe him as a hard worker, a leader, and a real competitor out there. And look at him talking to his skill guys.
A senior leader for this team. And when you come out here and play this physical running the football, he's been accurate through the air. The thing that really strikes me is his decision making. He's making the right call, and the coaches are putting the ball in his hands with a designed run to get in the end zone.
So after the turnover, they cash in. The extra point is good. So make it a 1-point lead for the Golden Hawks on the road. I've been so impressed with how explosive Will is. He's got he has a live arm. He's able to run and, as you say, finish off runs.
And it puts the defense in such a tough position because we've seen him take the ball and run on his design plays, then roll out of the pocket and then throw. So the secondary's got to make a decision. Do we come up and run support or do we stay back in coverage? And we've also seen the touch on the football. We've seen many times him go down the middle of the field, loft the ball over the linebackers.
So a chance for Apex Friendship. This is an interesting program, Jay. They quit full contact in practices a couple of years ago. So they don't go live on live, good on good with full tackling in practice. It's been effective, and we're starting to see more. I know the Ivy League has done some of that at the collegiate level. You are starting to see more of that.
Well, and I love that, the new philosophy. Because for these guys, if you can come out and be physical in the game, that's all that matters. You don't need to get beat up during practice where you can cause more injuries or wear guys down. So more coaches are moving towards that. The biggest thing, though, is you've got to be fresh on game day, but still be physical.
Open door kickoff coming your way. The new way to sell your home. Open door. Oh, it bounces off again. They may have to put the hands team out. That one ricocheted, and Holly Springs was a whisper away from a recovery. That one seemed to be a little more quick kick online in nature.
Yeah, that was planned.
Player of the game. We'll be bringing that to you a little bit later on. It is for West Shore Home. West Shore Home converts your old bathtub into a modern and spacious walk-in shower in just one day. The flip side is you start a Apex Friendship off with really good field position, their own 48. Ball dropped. One of the only things that Locklear has done wrong tonight.
See here, this is so tough. Nice throw, accurate. You just got to wait on that ball, and then you want to kind of pick your eyes up to see what you can do after you catch the ball. You've got to look that all the way in and then go try to get the extra yardage.
Veach picked off for the second time tonight on their first drive of the second half. He's been intercepted 4 times this year. There's Hicks with a hole, and Hicks into Holly Springs territory, and we've got a Golden Hawk defender down. Second and short upcoming. Training staff for both sides coming out. If it's maybe a shoulder for Brown. The good news is it didn't look like it was anything, at least there with the neck.
There it looks like possibly down towards the leg.
Well, that too.
The hip area.
He is moving around. That is the great news here.
Awesome.
Yep.
It's always tough when you see those collisions. You know, one guy kind of going down towards the lower leg region.
Another angle. Yeah, that leg might have got rolled up under him a little bit.
You know, those collisions, you kind of get in those piles. It's tough to control your body. Good sign for Brown.
Coming off favoring that hip a little bit. Apex Friendship Stadium tonight. We're in Apex. Patrick Johnson, Jason Holder, and Marilyn Payne, who's down on the sideline. Long walk back to the Holly Springs side of things. This one has been a lot of explosion plays. Lots of great plays on offense. Hicks. Flag. Finally dragged down inside the 25, but it'll come back.
And I'll tell you, Christopher shot up the middle on a run blitz, and Hicks getting to the outside. Kind of perfect timing to go towards the left alley there, but it's going to come back with another hold.
They have been the more penalized team tonight. They're also been hit with 2 turnovers officially.
Let's see if we can spot it here. Yeah, right there. The outside, it looks like got Nicholas for it. He pancaked his guy. His shoulders turned just a little bit. The tight end being physical.
You love it.
I do. I love when guys are kind of rolling back, then you finish them off. You just have to be careful, because if they start pulling away, you're going to get caught.
Despite your youth, I've known you for a number of years, over a decade, and we've worked together a long time. And you've often told me the most favorite thing to do was blocking for you in certain scenarios, especially on a run play.
It is. And you look at Rob Gronkowski, some of his biggest plays are when he shoved guys out of bounds.
Ooh, hit as he threw it on 3rd down, and it slips through the receiver's hands. Or did he hang on? Did Locklear grab it, or did it go through? Tough to tell. I didn't have a great angle, even looking at the monitor, but I think he got it.
They're going to give it to him.
Wow. Boy, I tell you, Leach took a blow, too.
Christopher right up the middle again. You see him here. Yep, he kept the ball up. It's going to be a little bit short, like 4th and inches.
Oh, that's a horrible spot. Boy, Jay, it's tough to tell where we are. From where we are to the naked eye, it looks like a first down.
Looks like he picked it up.
But even then, I think he got shorted a couple of yards.
We'll see him here. Where does he finish? He gets the ball. Oh, yeah. The ball.
I mean, he got shorted at least a yard.
He got to the 41. Maybe even a yard and a half.
It's going to be a first down. But it should have been a no-doubter.
Yeah, he got to the 41.
Only going to credit him with a gain of 8 to the 42. And that is a Hall Insurance first down, providing quality insurance products to our senior community. Let's check in with Marilyn Payne.
In this stadium, there's a proud older brother of Ashton Locklear, Gavin Locklear, down here at halftime, and just before kickoff giving his younger brother a few tips. He said, I try and keep my mouth shut, but it's hard. Gavin Locklear played for NC State from 2014 to 2017. He's currently the assistant wide receivers coach for the Wolfpack, sneaking away before the game tomorrow versus Clemson. Obviously, Ashton Locklear with a couple of offers from Howard and Marshall to this point in his career, but getting some secret college coaching on the sidelines here tonight.
Brotherly love, I think, might be the better way to put it there. We don't want to get anybody from the NCAA involved, so we'll say brotherly love.
Just guidance.
Yeah, there you go. Wolfpack tomorrow. Ruffin McNeil on that staff. He put into the ECU Hall of Fame today. Congrats to Coach Ruff. Here's a whistle. Procedure. Jay, they're approaching double digits in penalties.
This has been an issue. This is something they're going to go back, win or lose. They're going to have to address this week during practice, because this is having a huge impact on the game. They're putting themselves in some tough positions here, these holding calls.
That is their second of the half. And here tonight, their 7th. They're around 60 yards in penalties. Veach on 2nd and 13, and it was almost intercepted again. Faithful here wanted interference. Tried to get it to Colin Cleary.
So there are 2 guys in the vicinity of this ball. The Apex Friendship side is saying that there was hit before that ball could get to him. They wanted a penalty.
They were 50% on 3rd down coming into the game, and were 8 of 14 last week. Screen again to Hicks. Hicks bringing it near side, picks up a block. Hicks Another flag as he tiptoes down near the 10. Dylan Brown made the tackle. Good to see him back in. But another penalty marker comes soaring in. 8th of the game. Adam Sanders is the quintessential Southern gentleman, but anything but hospitable right now. Downright hostile. That was way behind the play. Well, from the spot, they're going to down it at the 37. Well, and there's another flag coming in. And that one's going to be, I believe, on Veach. Veach, who, well, I'm just basing that on where the official pointed. I don't know if he was pointing towards the sideline or pointing at Veach and said, I told him. Well, that didn't go. Again, he pointed at Veach, but apparently that was an assistant. He had told an assistant earlier before the call was announced to move back. And one thing he did say there, he said, I did tell him. And from the shot we had, it looked like it was Veach, but I can't imagine Veach saying anything. So an unsportsmanlike penalty on the sideline. Jay, they're in double digits now in penalties.
Well, and I understand the frustration. Believe me, it's tough when you feel like you've got a call that goes against you. But these penalties, on the field are adding up, and there you get the extra penalty on top. I mean, look at your team. It's affecting the momentum. It's bringing you back. They're going to have to find a way to clean things up here because this is really hurting their offense at a high level. Now it's 3rd and 20 after you think you've got a big play. Now, what do you call? I mean, I think you've got to go back to a screen, get the ball to Locklear underneath. Because right now the momentum's shifting over to the Golden Hawks.
Well, now Coach Firth out to have a word.
Well, this is really affecting the flow of the ball game too. We're at a standstill.
Well, we had a nice little pace even on a homecoming. And Jay, it also impacts the offenses. Naturally, we didn't expect as many points in the first as, or in the second as we saw in the first. But I think this is a disadvantage for Apex Friendship. They're so predicated on timing and flow.
Well, Adam Sanders is over on the sideline trying to motivate all of his guys. Let's go, let's go. And use this to their advantage.
Veach to the sky. It will be caught. Hold in. Locklear. Are you kidding?
And here it is. What a throw by Veach. Rearing back. And then Locklear high pointing this ball and making a play for his team using the frustration of the penalties and going up over the top for a huge play.
37 yards for the Hall Insurance Group. First down as they go tempo. And second down for Hicks after the run.
Well, Adam Sanders after that play was going to the crowd, getting them motivated. Again, this is an offense, you said it, predicated on timing. There wasn't a flow there, but when you can have a big play, it gets everybody going. This fan base has been outstanding all night.
Inside the CPI security red zone, and it'll be a score. That'll be the first tonight for Colin Cleary. His 3rd touchdown catch in as many games That's a Wake Tech touchdown for Cleary. Lead the way at Wake Tech.
This is a perfect throw by Veach. We'll see him here. Going back, he had the protection up front. Quick post in stride to Cleary. And then just breaking away from defense, and there's the head coach. They're pumped up by the play of his team.
So they're going to go for 2 here to make it a 7-point game. They've just hit on one of these third down, or rather PAT conversions tonight for 2. The shovel pass, and somehow making his way in. That's Nicholas.
They ran that play earlier. They weren't able to execute there. Running it to the left. Good job just hiding, and then once he caught it, we'll see him here finish it off. Hide, and then boom, catch it. And then power your way through for 2.
8 plays, 52 yards. And they do it in 2:57.
That was Grant Green, the right guard, coming through there, pulling. It was Nicholas hiding behind him, and then he just cleared things out. Get Nicholas in the end zone.
Green is the lone senior on this offensive line for Apex Friendship. Coach Sanders trying to keep that sideline fired up and motivated. Jay, we're only midway, not even, through this third quarter.
This has been great. Both teams going back and forth. It seems whenever the Patriots make a play, the Golden Hawks find a big play opportunity for themselves. And I've been, with both quarterbacks, how about the quarterback play?
Yeah, it's been excellent tonight. Yeah, it really has. Even Veach to kind of bounce back after a couple of mistakes. Open door kickoff. Loops down at the 25. And Holly Springs trying to break off a big return with Stone. Stepped out of bounds. Well, tonight's game is powered by United Rentals. Building futures together. Offensive line powering that drive for Apex Friendship. And despite their perceived troubles, I think by and large Holly Springs up front has held up pretty well tonight.
They have, and this is a young group up front, especially in pass protection. They've given Wills time to throw.
Completes that pass to Carlson. Gain of 6. Wills, he does not hang on to the ball forever, but when he does, you got to worry about what he can do with his legs.
It puts stress, especially on the linebackers and defensive line, to try to keep him in the pocket.
Will Paquette for some tough yardage. Third down.
I saw Paquette, the play action on the last drive. Fake the handoff and then go over the top for a big passing play. I think there's going to be an opportunity to use him again through the air, especially after that run play, and put him in a situation where it's one-on-one with the linebackers. We've already seen his ability to win that matchup.
They've hit on third down tonight with some great effectiveness. Wills stacked, driven back. Big stop for Apex Friendship. And that was Reese Mustard leading the way.
This defense just crowding the line of scrimmage. They were expecting the run. There's some opportunities through the air on the outside. Again, on 3rd and 1. It's probably going to be a running play, and they guessed right.
Interesting, Jay. They're going to keep the offense out there. First down as they give the football to their junior leader, Christopher.
They're full steam of momentum. Zone read, but look at Christopher here. Just get it immediately charged toward the middle of that line of scrimmage. He's been so good churning his legs once he faces contact, continuing to fall forward.
Pickup of 6 for the Hall Insurance Group, first down. Chase Christopher again.
He's so well conditioned again, playing every snap on the defensive side, finally coming over to the sideline here, getting a break. That was a huge pickup on fourth down. We've seen him go back and forth with Paquette as well. Good depth at the running back position.
Was that a decision by Coach Firth, confidence in the offense, or maybe concern about the defense? Because Maryland did report at halftime that he was concerned about how long that team had been on the field,
well,
that unit.
Yeah, I think the big thing was you felt that offense had momentum, so you didn't want to give them another opportunity to get back on the field, and he did have confidence that his offensive line could pick it up.
Another deep ball, better defended this time. Stone twisted around, it's thrown out of bounds. Gabriel Jones III, the senior, in on defense. Jones, their only returning starter from the spring for Apex Friendship. They've had to kind of remake their defense. Holly Springs has had to remake their offense.
Yeah, and kind of finding the right personnel and getting those guys used to playing with each other, the communication. Now we've seen on third down, Patrick, the success of Wills running the ball. We'll see if we get a run-pass option here.
Oh, tough ball. Did he catch it? I believe he did. Are they going to give it to Carlson? Yes. What a catch. And a really, really spot-on throw. And now another penalty flag, and it looks like it's going to go against Apex Friendship, roughing the passer, so you'll add that yardage on.
Yeah, this is going to be a big mistake. You go back to that throw. You said it, Patrick. He threw it away from the defender, only where Carlson could catch it. Penalties again starting to rack up. We'll see the late hit here. Here's Wills looking for Carlson over the middle. Kept it low. Accurate throw. And then the late hit.
Keeley.
Let's see here.
Jay, that's a tough throw to make for any quarterback, especially at this level. I mean, you just don't see that every day.
Especially when you know you're going to get hit and you've got to stand tough in the pocket. And knowing where your wide receiver likes it there, it's easy to go down and get, especially when you've got a defender draped all over you.
Another conversation here between these two tonight. Not sure if Sean Delaney and Adam Sanders are going to be inviting the other one to any clam bakes anytime soon, but no fall festival or bobbing for apples or anything like that. Pickup of 16, add 15 more onto that, and that takes the football down to the CPI red zone, the 20-yard line. So 31 yards on the play after the 16-yard completion and 15-yard penalty. CPI protecting the Southeast for more than 25 years. This is Jordan Gillis. First time we have seen him tonight. And the sophomore will come in with 68 yards on the ground. It's a hearty pickup there of 5.
He's a talented player. Getting the opportunity to get a carry there, and I think someone they're going to give the ball to more as the season progresses. And out on the outside, Luke Ellington, he's really done a nice job here of setting the edge, the young tight end as well.
Willis trying to notch a tying score here. We're going to have a penalty against Holly Springs. Boy, Willis, a great effort to turn the corner. It's going to be nullified, however.
He just has a knack for extending plays.
A little bit of a Bronx cheer from the Apex Friendship faithful on that one. against Paquette, trying to stay back and stymie Caden Thomas's push. So they're pushed back now to the 31. Wills. Nice stiff arm. Gets it to the 25. Pick up of 10. They say he stayed in bounds, so the clock will continue to run as we drift inside of 2 minutes.
Look at him keep his eyes up here. You don't know if he's going to throw it or run it, and then here he makes a decision. Make one man miss, and you get about 5 extra yards with that stiff arm.
Challenging 3rd and long here. They're in 2 down territory, I have to imagine. Peck's Friendship hoping to feed off of their home crowd this week. Capacity here tonight. Faithful trying to make some noise. Wills dropped it off. Paquette out of the backfield to the 5.
Wow.
1st and goal upcoming. What a delivery from Wills.
He put so much stress on the defense. He was looking towards Delarada, and he slipped down going over the middle. Again, just stayed calm as he rolled out. And Paquette sneaking behind the linebackers.
And 1st down for Hall Insurance Group, providing quality insurance products to our senior community. Now from the 5 with 2 running backs, and we are an extra point away from a tie ball game.
I like how Robert Firth really uses Christopher in certain situations there. He brings the hammer in, get over the goal line. Zone read again, Paquette in the backfield with a little fake, and then he just closes things off. No one even wants to get in his way.
See what happens here with the extra point. Wake Tech touchdown, lead the way at Wake Tech. That's the first rushing touchdown for Christopher this year. Hard to believe.
Yeah, I mean, for him, his team needs him to play both ways, and tonight he's done the job.
Ooh, just sneaked it in. Wow. We're tied. Minute to go, 3rd quarter.
I know the car accident wasn't technically your fault.
But we,
as the insurance company,
deny this claim.
We might fix your car.
But medical bills?
Pain and suffering?
Lost wages?
You're asking for a lot.
Oh, you've got a lawyer.
This conversation is over.
Tell the insurance company you mean business. Call on the Hurt Line, the law offices of James Scott Farron, right now.
This is a little town called Basic. That's where the townspeople buy their basic cars. And that's a 2021 Nissan Sentra. It comes with standard Apple CarPlay and more standard horsepower and safety features than a Toyota Corolla. Looks like basic is never going to be the same.
Oh, no.
The 2021 Nissan Sentra. Anything but basic.
Get a low $209 per month lease on Sentra, or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models.
Let's keep in mind Holly Springs had a 4th down that they converted in that drive after they had been dropped for no gain.
Yeah, and with them going and executing on 3rd down, 4th down all night long, we've seen them in those situations find a way to come together and make plays happen. And again, the extending of that play by Wills, just stretching things out and finally finding someone. And these guys are so tough to defend against. And it starts with Wills, but how about the offensive line with the protection up front to allow him to have time?
Well, this has been an area that has seen some real gains be made in the first half. As Coach Sanders continues to bend the ear of the referee here tonight, Sean Delaney. Although that might have been some pleasantries that were exchanged. Tie ball game, 35 apiece. Uh-oh. 20-yard line, Cleary returns it 20 yards. I mean, Jay, even though that is not into their territory, that still starts an offense that has been hot with really good field position.
Yeah, and an offense has been over on the sideline. They've always found a way here tonight to come back, to have opportunities themselves with big plays. And their special teams has been huge tonight, whether it was having to go for two as far as extra points, the return game for Apex Friendship, shifting the momentum, the field position all night long. It's been a factor.
Veach swings it out. Locklear gets a block. Locklear, first down. Great catch and run on the receiver screen.
He's so tough to defend. And how do you cover that? Quick pass to the outside, and then look at the jets he turns on here. The burst. Right there, catch it. And then if you don't hit him initially, he's going to turn it on. And they're picking up about 12 extra yards.
All Insurance Group first down. Gain of 18. And then Hicks on first down starts him off. And, he was tackled by Isaac Thomas, the senior defensive end. Probably their most consistent defensive lineman. Pick up a 5. Hicks, a burst, a block, a fumble, and a recovery on the third turnover tonight. They had 3 turnovers in the matchup in the spring, able to overcome it. And Hicks was off to the races.
Well, here it is, off the left side. Hicks has had so much success. And then here, this ball just gets knocked out from behind. And at a halftime break, Adam Sanders talked to Maryland about the next play, focusing on what's forward here. Now, the turnovers have added up. The penalties have had a huge outcome. And this team here, again, in the fourth quarter, this is a tie ball game. You've got to regroup, but these issues are starting to really impact here what's going on. Even though this is a tie ball game, the turnovers are too much.
Harmon recovered it. They're now +5 on the turnover margin this year. And an extra yard or 2 there by Wills breaking tackles. Jay, I've never seen a quarterback that breaks tackles like he does.
Yeah, he's got speed, but when he gets hit, whether it's a stiff arm or just kind of powering through with his shoulders, he's a very strong quarterback.
I mean, I've seen guys, and we've seen them that go on to play at the next level. They're just the biggest athlete out there, and they run through guys or just run away from them. But he kind of runs to the contact and then runs through it. That was a pickup of 9. And that is Paquette lunging across. Don't know if he had enough for the first down. He may have. We'll check it in the break. Fourth quarter, tie ball game. Huge matchup between these conference foes tonight. Great plays abound. Lots of fire, lots of passion. Homecoming. Still a lot to be decided.
The biggest comedy stars.
Marijuana may help you what?
Eat all the cupcakes.
Wall-to-wall laughs.
In order to prevent sexual harassment claims, employers may consider banning
John Lovitz.
It's the comedy game show.
You can major in wine.
I'm homeschooled.
Funny you should ask.
Weeknights at 10 and 10:30 on MyRDC 28.
Jacob, the type of child that was not outspoken at all. Before in CPK, he was shut down. His teacher helped him a lot. Now he's raising his hand, answering questions.
When people think about schools, they tend to think about just the teachers. We have so many people behind the scenes to make the school safe, to make our students happy and healthy. I'm happy that the North Carolina Education Lottery Funds help pay for our support staff.
My child can go to an awesome program for free. and that's a big relief.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go. I see the future, but live for the moment. Makes sense, don't it? So like a stopwatch, let's stop time and enjoy this moment.
When you find that perfect moment, make it last. Capture it the Rooms to Go way. Cindy Crawford Home
and the Sofia Vergara Furniture Collection.
2 great collections, 1 great store. Rooms to Go.
Rooms to Go.
What a way to start the fourth quarter, tied between these two rivals. Maryland Payne has more of what Apex Friendship is talking about along their sideline. Quite a third quarter along the Patriots sideline.
Adam Sanders telling his team this is a tie ball game, so the first 3 quarters do not matter. Respond, respond, respond. He said, I know we're in a bad position, but get out there and go make a play. Keep fighting. This can be our ball game at the end.
Great work down there by Maryland. Holly Springs. It was a first down. And that'll be a Wake Tech first down as we start this quarter. And that one too tall for the intended target. First time tonight he's thrown the way of the Z receiver, Jaden Johnson.
Well, the blitz came off that right side, forced him out of the pocket. He just didn't look comfortable running at full speed. The ball sailed.
2nd and 10. We saw down there, and he was named the homecoming king at halftime, but Tyler Scalafani, Jay, he was the first player in a couple of years to have a concussion, and they discovered some medical issues with that concussion and unable to finish out his high school career. But there's a good look at him there. He's like a student assistant coach, very involved, and named the homecoming king tonight. So pretty cool stuff. Nifty catch and run. Delarada with the first down.
Delarada, we've seen him line up at the tight end position, also split out at wide receiver. So versatile guy, only a sophomore, and he's going to continue to get more touches in this offense. He's proved it tonight. We've seen him run corner routes, and they're working the intermediate area.
Well, Dr. John Bloom, as that's a Wake Tech first down, lead the way at Wake Tech. He's the team doctor, also USA Baseball, the Hurricanes. So he discovered that issue due to the concussion, and possibly, very likely, saved the young man's life. That's not being dramatic. Wills, he likes the drama. That's a first down scamper. Jay, I've been so impressed with him tonight.
He's good. What he's been able to do with his legs, his arm, the decision making. We'll see him here. Watch him just follow his blockers. There's Paquette, nice block. Look at 16, kind of seal his man, turn him around. And then the patience by Wills to follow him and then finish it off.
Jay, they've run 3 of the last 4 plays, which have resulted in a first down.
Yeah, and when I talk about the patience, so many times you'll see these guys, when they have the ball, they see an open air, they just sprint to it instead of letting your offensive line, your wide receivers block in front and really set things up for you.
Paquette turning the corner inside the 20. Boy, for an offensive line that was just sort of figuring it out, they've opened up the holes. Paquette turning the corner. He doesn't look like he'd win a foot race, but that's a big run.
Luke Ellington, number 84, the tight end, the left side, pushing his man back. And Paquette finding a way again. So versatile through the air and running the ball there.
It's going to be a takedown to the 19 and the CPI red zone. Trying to wrestle that ball away from Paquette that time. And around there, able to wrestle it away.
Springs changing the personnel here, going 4 wides.
Still picked up 1. Wills with 4 touchdowns in the game. Scrambles. At the 10, the 5, and then he'll dance out of bounds.
I'll tell you, this was all about Jake Allen, the center, picking up a late blitz, and that's what allowed Wills. We'll see here. Look at 69, just sifting back, and then boom, knocking his guy out. And then Wills recognizing and taking off.
Butts, Vetter, Allen, Woods, and Rourke. One of them is a sophomore. That's Vetter. Woods, a converted defensive lineman. Wake Tech first down after the 13 yards run. Trying for a second touchdown here is Christopher. Instead, he'll settle for a hard-earned 2 on 1st and goal.
I continue to give the ball to number 2.
Jay, being able to run the football 20 yards on in is enormous.
And look at the right side of the offensive line. McCollum, and then also there's Ellington.
Wills running out of a tackle, runs out of a second, absorbs contact. He might have gained a yard down to the 2.
And the defense won. They loaded things up on the right side with 2 tight ends. That's where you figure they're going to run the ball. Look at the linebackers shooting the gaps. One defender back there and a couple more here coming on for the tackle.
Officially the ball at the 3. They're going to talk it over. Honda Dealers of the Carolinas, Friday night rivals. It's presented by Talk It Out NC. Huge play on the other side.
We all wear multiple hats. A different hat for every job. At Wake Tech, we have multiple hats too. From welding, to construction management, to baking, to public safety. Wake Tech can help you determine which hat fits you best. Visit Wake Tech online or in person and try one on for size. Wake Tech. Success starts here.
It's your guardian angel. It's your muse. It's your smart dressed, tech intense, safety obsessed superhero, the Hyundai Sonata and Elantra. Hey, it's your journey. Own it. Now get 0% APR for 60 months on the Elantra or Sonata, or up to $1,500 in total savings. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Patrick Johnson, Jay Sunhalter, what are you looking for here?
Well, I think in my mind, I've got 2 downs to get into the end zone.
Right.
If I'm Holly Springs. Now, over an Apex Friendship, whatever you got to do, load the box. You cannot allow Wills or Christopher to beat you. You need to load things up, crowd the line of scrimmage to stop the run, sell out, and force Holly Springs that they're going to get in the end zone to do it through the air.
The Patriots defense has been on the field tonight for longer drives.
They have. They've been out there a lot, and they've kind of bent but not break mentality. But here, critical situation. There's not going to be a lot of possessions left for either team.
35 aside. Down to the 1. Picks Friendship. Wanting to say that the ball popped out, but Christopher was already on the ground. Got to the 1. Do you get something outside, Jay, or do you go back up the middle?
I think you keep the ball with number 2, go back up the middle, make a statement. Trust your offensive line that's played really well tonight. I don't think you want to go to the outside, especially the way they've kind of got the edges secured. I would go to Allen, your center. Trust him and follow his lead.
Gregory Simmons, former head coach, the veteran defensive coordinator for this Apex Friendship Program, hoping his team can make one more stop. The push, the score. Holly Springs goes out in front on a Wake Tech touchdown.
Well, you've got Christopher that's proven he's got the ability to run in between the tackles, get the tough yardage. We'll see him here, zone read, but this was going to number 2 all the way. He stayed low, found just a little bit of a crease. There wasn't a lot of room, and did enough to dive forward for the touchdown.
Looks like that Logan Rourke, who's that quick tackle, got his ankle rolled up on. So you hope he'll be all right. We'll keep an eye to see if he returns. 280-pound junior at 6'2". And it's now 42-35. High in points this year for Holly Springs. And at the 8:35 mark, all high fives over on the visiting sideline. Jay, that's a 12-play drive that went 77 yards. Started with 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. And ended up taking about 3 minutes and 40 seconds of game time. And here's what's interesting about that as well. That answers a 10-play drive from Apex Friendship.
And how about the fact that they've done this, Holly Springs that is, against a defense that's been playing at a high level, especially the past couple weeks. Both these teams, I mean, this ball game has been back and forth. One response to the other team will find a way. This is going to be an outstanding finish.
Second time tonight, too, they've got points off a turnover.
That's been a big key. The turnovers, the penalties have hurt the Patriots.
Misspoke, should say Holly Springs actually had that 10-play drive. It followed the turnover. That 10-play drive answered the Veach pass to Cleary to tie it, and now 14 unanswered for the Golden Hawks. They've played a lot of games between these two that just have a lot on the line. There's a lot of intensity, and tonight is not disappointed. The new way to sell your home, Open Door. They present the kickoff. The 21-yard line. Locklear, he's had a quiet second half until now. 39-yard scamper on the kickoff return. There is a penalty. When you go back and look at this game, if you're Apex Friendship, the penalties have just been devastating. And this was away from the ball, Jay.
Yeah, and a couple of these have had no impact on the result. And that's where there's going to be a lot of frustration. Let's see.
That looked more like a crackback.
Yeah.
So the penalty drops them back to their own 28. Quick throw. Dylan Nicholas. Across the 35.
He's been effective running the flat route where he kind of goes upfield about 4 yards and then quickly turns his head. And they're beating the defenders, getting to the flat.
So that was actually enough for a first down. It's a Wake Tech first down. Lead the way at Wake Tech. Hicks with a couple. He gets to the 40. At halftime, 27-21, Apex Friendship. We were tied at 35 at the end of the third. There's a throw, and he airmailed it. I believe it was intended for Locklear. Dustin Veach came up empty there. Dylan Brown trailing the play defensively. Locklear, they've done a better job on him in the second half.
Cleary and Locklear were lined up on the left side of the line of scrimmage. Now Holly Springs had a safety shaded over there, two defensive backs going one-on-one with the safety help. The safety at the snap immediately backpedaled. They did not want to give up the big play, respecting the wide receiver's speed. The defensive backs did the job underneath.
Lindley and Carlson are the corners. They've got Brown out there. Defensively for Holly Springs underneath. Nice catch. First down. And they'll take it to the 40-yard line. And that's going to be Noah Toaster. His first catch of the game.
Well, look at the junior come back to the football here. Came back, shielded off the defenders, then yards after the catch. Nice move.
Roughing the passer is also going to be the call. So a rare but costly miscue for Holly Springs. So that'll be walked off. Taken to the 25. So now Jay, Apex Friendship in a really good spot here.
It wasn't much.
Yeah, didn't look like a whole lot. That's a tough break. As many flags have been thrown against Apex Friendship, the last thing they'll want to say is Holly Springs has not gotten the calls tonight, but that was a bad break. And then you think back to the fumble that was not called a fumble on the final drive of the first half for Apex Friendship. Should have been Holly Springs' ball. So a couple of bad breaks tonight. Defense will try to hold here. Patriots, the play action, tapped at the line and incomplete. Some good hands there. A nice job by Cullum.
There he is. He couldn't get to Veach, but he got his arms up right at the last moment. Cullum, we've seen him play tight end on offense. On the defensive line, he's been in the backfield all night there, beating his one-on-one block.
Doesn't have a great deal of tackle numbers coming in, but he's one of those up front. He allows the linebackers to make the plays because he's able to absorb blocks. He's so quick down there. Pressure coming, gets rid of it. Trying to fit it in a window there, and it's incomplete. Nice job defensively. Brown, who was shaken up earlier in the game, got in there. I think if Veach had his choice, he would not have gone in that direction, but the pressure was coming and he had to unload the ball.
You'll see Cullum right there, number 18, shooting his way back. And back-to-back plays, making an impact in the backfield.
Too hot to handle that time for Toaster. So Veach in the huddle. Now he'll break it 3rd and 10.
Locklear and Cleary down at the bottom of the screen. Those tandems, I would go towards one of them.
Pressure. Veach throws incomplete. He was dragged to the ground. Cullum, and they're out to check on Veach. The sideline erupted. They wanted a horse collar. They dialed up pressure at the right time.
They did. He was looking over towards the right. He just didn't have time to throw.
That was a tough tackle, Jay, but that doesn't.
Yeah, it was clean.
It was clean, exactly.
Clean, a tough fall. We'll see him here kind of, he got picked up a little bit, fell straight on his back.
And I think it's more of how he fell than anything.
Yeah, call him again, making his presence felt.
So that's 3 plays in a row, and Veach is going to hold that lower back, stay off the field. Brendan Patience is listed as the backup quarterback.
Watch a fake here.
But they're going to try a field goal. This will be a 42-yarder, and for a team with kicking issues, you're right, you could see a fake. They're going to kick. It was blocked. Grabbed. Returned. It's Carlson who had the interception earlier. He's looking for a convoy. He'll get it across midfield. The block kick.
See it here. The block, and then you've got a lineman out on the field. Not much speed. Right up the middle. Is that Christopher?
Yes. How about that? What a vertical.
And then here you've got linemen out on the field. Not many speed guys, so that enabled him to get to the outside and really help out the field position.
So Holly Springs, 6 minutes to go. We're approaching that here. Look at this again.
Wow.
Hung in the air.
Did you see the height on that? And then he had to stay up there. And timed it perfectly. It's not only the athleticism, it's the recognition, knowing when that ball is going to get kicked, and then jumping at the right time. An outstanding play by Christopher.
And then the presence of mind to return it for Carlson. It's been a quiet second half for Apex Friendship. Christopher, who had the block on second down. So now 3rd and long. Sonny, what do you think here?
I think you've got to put the ball back into Will's hands and let him just kind of freelance here and go to work. I've been talking about a run-pass option. I let him just sit back. If he feels pressure, get out of the pocket. If not, find Carlson over the middle.
2-down territory?
I believe so. Depending on what you pick up here. Blitz is coming.
Wills with time, almost ran into it. Scampers, Wills, cuts, 30, splits his way to the 25. 18 yards and a first down for Wake Tech. Lead the way at Wake Tech.
Frustration if you're a defender here. You got the quarterback keeping the pocket, and then he somehow sneaks out, and then just using his speed. That was a nice block by Delarada, the tight end. He was open. As soon as he saw his quarterback take off, he turned around and helped seal off the right defender to get a couple extra yards.
I know you're thinking points now at the 25, but you have to be cognizant of the clock.
Yeah. At this point here, you want to run the ball, continue to milk this thing away, and then also force the Patriots to use timeouts.
Chase Christopher stopped in his tracks after a gain of a couple. Cosrud the tackle.
All right, now for Holly Springs, you've got to anticipate the blitz. There we saw a linebacker blitz up the middle. You've got to know that they're going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you can somehow get to the second level or get the ball to the outside, everybody's up within about 7 yards. So you're going to have an opportunity, but you've got to be physical up front right now.
You saw Kwame Dixon there, the offensive coordinator, first year, Central. Sanderson, Leesville Road, Wake Forest, well traveled. How about they go with Gillis? Only his second carry of the night. You talk about some confidence.
Look at the left side of the offensive line. Logan Rourke, Ellington, Camden Woods getting pushed. Luke Isaacs as well. These guys, this is a young group. They've played so well.
Gillis, 13 yards. Check that, 9 yards to the 13. The CPI red zone is where they're setting up shop. We're nearing 3 minutes. Patriots might want to think about a timeout here. Gillis again moving the pile. Late flag. So Gillis's second and third totes have come on the last two plays here for Holly Springs. Jay, what has Holly Springs found offensively here in the second half?
Well, they found just consistency with the run and the pass and the ability. It starts up front. The offensive line has played really well. That was maybe a question mark coming into the game. And then Wills, again, executing on third and fourth down to continue drives. That looks like another conversation. But if you're a Patriot defender, you're going for the turnover right now. You're trying to strip the ball, whatever it takes to regain possession. And that's got to be the focus. The huddle for Holly Springs' number one job here is to hold on to the football. We cannot have any turnovers.
So they were saying that he was being aided as he ran. And that's about as rare a call as you'll see. You know, they allow it now at the collegiate level.
Yeah.
But I mean, Jay, I don't think I've seen that in ages. Tough break for Holly Springs, but perhaps some benefit for Apex Friendship. And I mean, it's obvious what was going on here. You see the offensive lineman leaning on the pile.
Yeah, but I think that's fair to be able to try to push.
No, yeah, I think so too. I mean,
Willis was running. It wasn't like he was standing still.
Good point. He takes it back to the 15. First down. Very long here. All things considered, the side of the field they're on. Things do get bunched up down there, but Willis stringing it out. Makes it to the 10.
Patriots holding on to the timeouts right now.
They're banking on a stop and then trying to wage a scoring drive that could tie things up, but Jay, a good minute plus could tick off the clock here.
Well, and for Holly Springs, I am not thinking field goal here. I am thinking touchdown all the way to end this game. You don't want to put this game in the special teams' hands.
So 1:50 on the clock. We've lost the feed on that, so now a minute 45. Up the middle. Whistle. Timeout taken by Apex Friendship. We'll break with them. Minute 40 remaining in a 42-35 game, and third down coming up.
College is very expensive. When I found out I had the North Carolina Education Lottery Scholarship, I was overjoyed. I knew that this scholarship would help me to continue my dream of my education.
Better we can provide education for our future generations, better the future will be. We were so blessed to have this new school. The funds that we received from the North Carolina Education Lottery were a huge part of that.
A college education means pretty much everything to me. You know, I can do this.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
All right, we're back here in Apex. It's been quite a night. Fun ball game between these two conference rivals. And, you know, we heard about the intensity between these two. It's played out here tonight.
It's real.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, you can tell what it means to both teams, the importance of this ball game. It's coming down to the wire here. Now, for Apex Friendship, you're kind of playing the timeout strategy here. You've got 2 left. You figure after this play, you're going to call another timeout if you get the stop. But that's the number one thing, is you have to get a stop here. For Holly Springs, I expect them to keep the ball on the ground.
Now they've red, white, and blue in the Patriots student section. Wills option. And the tough pitch to handle there by Gillis.
It's the spot.
I believe he may have got the first. Or is he short? We'll see. The bad news is he did get out of bounds, so that stops the clock. If you're Holly Springs, if you're Apex Friendship, this is quite a break. Hit out of bounds. And he's about a yard shy.
That was a nice hit by Ash Doyen, the sophomore.
So the ball at the 4, they're going to go for the field goal. So a 21-yard try. Blocked! 90 seconds to go. Apex Friendship comes up with their own special teams play. Here's a look. Opportunity for Boast here.
We got number 6, Donnie Williams, shoot through there. They overloaded the right side of the line of scrimmage. The special team standing up, and Adam Sanders strategized with his timeouts, having faith that his defense could get a stop on 3rd down. They got off the field to force the field goal situation, and there, his guys, his senior Williams, coming through.
One of the leaders of this defense for Apex Friendship. Minute 29 to go. They'll start from their own 10 with 2 timeouts. Quick sling, Cleary, catch. And he'll get a first down out to the 22 on a gain of 12. Jay, I think back too, how big was that option play? And Gillis being knocked out of bounds, stopping the clock.
It was huge. I mean, they came up short and didn't force the Patriots to use a timeout. How about the anticipation by Veach there, rolling out to hit Cleary?
Wake Tech first down. Veach hit as he throws, got it away, complete. Nicholas, he'll dart out of bounds. Up to the 28. So instead of the 1 timeout, since Gillis went out of bounds, that leaves them with 2. They've moved the football officially out now at the 26.
Still plenty of time here with the timeouts. Plus, you've got explosive wide receivers on the outside.
Oh, it's dropped. Cleary had it and lost it. Harmon there defensively. Well, this could be the candidate for the drive of the game, but we're going with this one here. Chase Christopher, the go-ahead touchdown. 77 yards, 12 plays. Christopher. And of course, Wills has been special tonight. Catch is made as we're back to live action. And the clock is stopped. That drive of the game for Honda Dealers of the Carolinas. That's a Wake Tech first down. Hanging on to that timeout. Throw, catch, Locklear, first down, 50-yard line, maybe a yard into Holly Springs territory.
Right now, the Patriots aren't looking to go deep. They're content throwing the ball underneath and then letting Locklear do the rest. We'll see it here. Let's get the ball out quickly. A lot of pressure in the face of each. And then look at the blockers up front doing their job.
Holly Springs defense taking a timeout with the ball at midfield. Jay, there's still a lot of time with the way Veach is delivering that football, too.
Yeah, he's looking comfortable in the pocket, confident, getting rid of it quickly before the pass rush gets to him. This is a smart timeout by Holly Springs. Robert Firth over there to get his defense set and make sure his safeties are playing back. You cannot give up the big play.
Let's honor tonight's West Shore Home Player of the Game. You talked about him at the top of the program.
Playing both ways. On the defensive side, he's been a force. Over on offense, getting the tough yards, especially in the red zone, has been huge for his team. Look at how physical he is getting into the end zone. This was the huge play, the vertical jump to knock down the field goal attempt.
Chase Christopher, West Shore Home Player of the Game. Convert your old bathtub into a modern and spacious walk-in shower in just one day. A back-and-forth game. Leads have changed multiple times. We've been tied multiple times. Both these teams trying to jumpstart their season. A tough start early on for both. A conference matchup. Really not a conference championship, at least right now, on the line for these two. But both these teams, their playoff hopes kind of hang in the balance of this one.
A lot at stake, and whoever wins this game, there's going to be some things they're going to have to correct. But what a big boost this will be for the winner.
Here's Veach. Gets rid of it. Wanted Locklear into the sideline. He threw it away. So 35.8, second and 10.
Smart play. You don't see anybody open. Do not put the ball at harm's risk. That's a veteran heady play. Just rolling out, extending the play, and then living to fight another down here. Still with the timeouts, plenty of time.
The ultimate team guy is Dustin Veach, according to his head coach. Nothing he'd like to do in his final homecoming of his high school career than lead a drive here to tie it. The question is, would they go for two? The big kicking issues.
The Patriots safeties are playing back about 20 yards.
Veach off the hands of Locklear as he fired it underneath. Third down upcoming. Good pressure up front. I want to say that this group up front's been maligned, but they've really come on in the second half defensively.
They have. They've been getting pressure. There hasn't been a lot of blitzes. They've just been doing it up front with 3- and 4-man lines. And Robert Firth right now is saying, hey, safeties play back. Do not give up the big play, anything over your shoulders. We're content with giving up the underneath routes with the time left on the clock. This is a situation here, though. You got 2 downs to get 10 yards for Apex Friendship.
Big throw, a third interception of the game, and it's Carlson again. Carlson dragged down at the 25. The 4th turnover of the night committed by the Patriots. There is a penalty flag down as well. Robert Firth thought that this group up front was getting better every week offensively. Their offensive line has played well tonight. Their defensive line has played well tonight. And when you have a meaningful rivalry game like this, not making miscues, and that's what Holly Springs has done tonight. And you called it, Sonny, at halftime. The team that made the least amount of mistakes in the second half would likely win this game.
You've got to be impressed with the effort of both teams. But you're right, it comes down to penalties and turnovers. Holly Springs played cleaner, especially in the second half.
So, Jay, I'm wondering, do we have a player that has had a personal assessed or something along those lines?
Not sure what we're looking at here. A lot of conversation over on the sideline with Adam Sanders. It could be a sideline.
Well, referee Sean Delaney went over with the book. Tough night for Coach Sanders. He's fighting for his team down there, and certainly the perception is that a lot of these calls he probably feels like should not have gone against him. But when this comes out in the wash and they look at the film, they'll realize that a lot of this was self-inflicted.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of things you've got to live with and know that, and you're not going to get every call. And there may be fair things that happen or unfair things that happen to you during the course of a ball game. But you obviously got to fight for your team every single call, every possession, every play. But when they go back and watch this film, they're going to see a lot of mistakes, penalties, turnovers that are uncharacteristic for them. They're going to see a lot of great performances, a lot of things they can build on, and confidence that'll be built from these players. But they're going to have to go back and really assess some of these turnovers, the penalties, because that's what's held them back in the game tonight.
So a couple of interceptions in this game for Owen Carlson. 3 picks tonight, 4 turnovers for Apex Friendship, double-digit penalties. Lots of things that you could certainly say are correctable. Now that personal foul seemed to indicate it was against, it was against Apex Friendship, right? So they're going to add some yardage onto that. Jay, what I guess I'm trying to figure out, has somebody been warned or was somebody tossed from the game? That's the question, but might be irrelevant here. And look at the Holly Springs student section there with the phones out. $19.1. You take a knee. 2 in a row now for the Golden Hawks. They'll move to 2-3, 1-1 in the conference. This will snap the 2-game win streak of Apex Friendship. They'll also level off at 1-1 in league play. And Jay, for Holly Springs, a program that's in rebuilding mode in a way this year, an opportunity to keep some playoff hopes alive.
And young players playing their best football of the season here tonight in a huge game, rivalry game. Look at the respect on both sides, the quarterbacks, Wills and Beach.
21 second half points for Holly Springs as they win here tonight. These two coaches, good friends. Great game. We'll wrap it up after this.
Posting nonsense on Facebook is for 20-year-olds, y'all.
What happens in the courtroom stays in the courtroom.
Try that again.
Your Honor.
That's way better.
All this because you all wouldn't take out the trash.
Get out of my courtroom right now.
Wrong person to talk to like that. Wrong person. Don't talk to me like that. I ain't her, and I ain't all these other people you've been jumping on.
Catch Judge Mathis and People's Court weeknights at 5 and 6 on MyRDC 28.
We really are worried that this Delta variant is going to find everyone who's not protected.
The fact that this is more infectious, causing worse outcomes, and spreading like wildfire in the United States, I don't believe this is a wait-and-see period. It's a time to really roll those sleeves up and get those shots.
There are more people dying this week than there was last week. Our rates of hospitalizations are going up. The people that are losing their lives are the people that are unvaccinated.
Visit myspot.nc.gov today. A message from NCDHHS.
This is a little town called Basic. That's where the townspeople buy their basic cars. And that's a 2021 Nissan Sentra. It comes with standard Apple CarPlay and more standard horsepower and safety features than a Toyota Corolla. Looks like basic is never going to be the same. Oh, no. The 2021 Nissan Sentra. Anything but basic.
Get a low $209 per month lease on Sentra, or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models.
If you need beautiful, affordable outdoor furniture, shop Rooms to Go Patio with 2 convenient showrooms in Raleigh and Dunn. Shop and save on outdoor dining, seating, and poolside sets. Save on beautiful wicker or classic teak. Find everything you need to enjoy the outdoors at prices you'll only find at Rooms to Go. Go in, go out, go today. Shop Rooms to Go patio at either of our 2 convenient locations, open in Raleigh and Dunn.
Beautiful night for football. What a game. Holly Springs topping Apex Friendship. Marilyn Payne with the victorious Holly Springs Hawks.
Robert Firth, you just said to me, Coach, it's been a long game. 5 lead changes after your team took the lead first. A tie ball game, and you broke it open in the end. How was your team able to outlast Apex Friendship tonight?
I don't know what they had in them tonight, but somehow we came up and we finally learned how to win a football game. And these guys have been working hard all year, and I know our record doesn't show it, but I promise you in the end, this team fights to the end, and we're going to win a lot more games to come.
I hear a little bit of emotion, and I'm seeing a lip quiver. Why?
It just means a lot. These guys have worked hard, and it does. It means a lot to us. And it's a big game, and these guys mean a lot to me.
Well, it's clear. We can see it and we can hear it. Now, Owen Carlson got nominated by his teammates. They said, you got to talk to Owen. It's just his 2nd game on varsity. You sealed this one with the interception. What has this experience been like for you tonight?
I don't know.
What did you see on that play?
I don't know. I just saw the ball.
That's a sophomore for you. It can all be so simple. 1 of 3 interceptions plus the fumble recovery. The turnover battle was yours, and so is this game. Coach, give this to your athletes. Here tonight.
Big win for Holly Springs here tonight over Apex Friendship, Jason.
Yeah, impressive. The way they were able to fight, come up with big plays all night long, and then the defensive effort early on here, they were explosive, and they finished it off getting stopped.
Let's thank Honda Dealers of the Carolinas, Talk It Out NC, the NCDHHS, and Riddle and Brantley to make these games possible for viewers like you. Also, our other great supporters of our Friday Night Rivals telecast, Wake Tech, Hall Insurance, CPI Security, West Shore Homes, United States Marines, Open Door, and United Rentals. We'd also like to thank the participating schools tonight and their administrators. Holly Springs and Apex Friendship, our gracious hosts. Tune in next week. Friday Night Rivals. The Roseville Rams take on the Wakefield Wolverines. Good night from Apex.